tomorrow we play Parkview, and I think our goal is to just keep our energy high from beginning to end and just push for another win. And then next week we play Lebanon, and that's our rival. So I'm hoping that we can come through with another win.
Little Yellow Jackets there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are your goals the same as Caden's?
Yeah, can't beat that.
All right. Hey, thanks for player profile.
Of course.
Thank you, Caden.
Of course, thank you.
Well, we're here with the Coach's Corner, and we've got Coach Austin here with the Camdenton Lakers volleyball team. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. Now, you had some games since last we talked. How'd they go?
We got beat by Helias the other night in 3. First game of the season, we had a lot of jitters. We made a lot of errors. The good news is it's things that we can get better at, things that we can work on, things that, the girls realize, okay, it's out of our system. Get to go compete again tomorrow. So we're hoping to have a better showing tomorrow.
Okay, so you say good things and bad things, which is, as a coach, you need to be looking
Absolutely.
at that. Let's look at the bad things first. What are the things that you want to correct?
We have to find consistency. Consistency from our hitters, from our passing. It was almost like, all things are not on fire the other night. If we had a good pass, we would miss hit a ball. If we had a bad pass, we would have to have an out-of-system ball. We'd have a good swing. So it just was never felt like we kind of got in a rhythm of being consistent the entire match.
And have that setup person, to get that setup, we want the ball here every time. Yeah. We want this here. And that takes consistency by the setter.
Absolutely. Bella Asante did a really good job. We started with her and Madison Daniels both setting, and then I quickly went to a 5-1 on that offense right there just because our passing was so off, trying to find some consistency out of a setter. She started for us as a freshman and ran a 5-1 last year and did a phenomenal job. And this year we needed her to swing a little bit. So we started in a 6-2. But the beauty of our kids is they're flexible enough between her and Madison that if I say, hey, we've got to switch the offense, we've got to do this, either of them can do either thing for us. Bella did a really good job under pressure, won some overpass balls for us, some tight balls that were to the net. Her running a 5-1 and being on the front row. If we overpass, we've got a shot at her taking something over instead of just having to play defense on it. So she did a really good job adjusting when I needed her to adjust.
So what did you see that you said, yes, we got that?
We, like I said, when our passing was off and we needed to just flip to that, when we were able to, just putting the ball consistently in one person's hands, I felt like was a yes moment for us. It was like, okay, if this is happening, then this has to happen. And that was our then moment was, okay, I've got it here. I've got to find. I have one person that the ball is coming out of. I have these people playing defense. Our hitters connected. Bella Asante to Bella Brewer was a phenomenal connection when we had a great pass. Mackenzie Swanson, she's another middle for us. She did a really good job at, staying behind the ball and trying to find places to score points. Our pins have to get better at finding that consistency, like I said, and those are things that we spent yesterday working on. Today we're going to work on it more, and they've owned it, and they've said, hey, this is my job. I'm going to take this, seriously, and we're going to get better at this.
Okay, it's a long season. It's about 25 games?
Yeah, we play almost 30 matches a season.
So, and this is still at the front end, although I think you look at it, what are we going to do now for late October going into playoffs, not just win the one for today?
Yeah, it's finding my consistent lineup. It's finding those 6 girls, those 7 girls on the court that just absolutely mesh together, finding, what offense we're going to run, who I need to hit, and what 2 kids can play by each other. I mean, that's so important. If I'm running a 5-1, I've got to have a dynamic middle that can go behind to run the offense there to make the blocking scheme on the other side work. I've got to find, these 2 people block better together. These 2 people play better in the back row together. And those are things that we are still working on, just starting our season right there. So looking forward to late October and finding that one lineup that just really just can set us apart from everybody else.
Do you have a key phrase that you set up this year? Like some coaches will say, just one more, or 2 is not an option. I mean, what would be yours for this year?
We have a so what, now what mentality. You mispass the ball, you make an error, you do something wrong, so what? We can't fix that. We can only make it better from here on out. So, if I mispass this ball, what's my role now? And we continually are saying, so what, now what? So what, now what? What comes next? We have to be ready for what happens next because you have to have short-term memory in volleyball. I mean, that rally is fast, coming in and out, and you got to be able to recover from that. As if we say you have a bleeder sometimes, if we let one ball turn into 2 and 3 balls, then we lose that mentality. And sometimes it's hard for us to recover from that. So we've been really focusing on so what, now what?
Okay, player profile. We're going to be talking to one. Who would you suggest we talk to first?
I'm going to say Bella Asante this week. Bella is a sophomore for us. Like I said, she set for us last year. She is just that level-headed, consistent, putting her hands on the ball. She's, again, playing front row for us this year. So I'm going to take some swings at a ball starting tomorrow and just kind of hit the crap out of the ball yesterday. You know, it just makes you excited to see her on the front row. She's been a great leader for us. Leader in actions, you know. She's not very vocal. We've been working on that quarterback mentality of this is your people. You've got to step up here and take the reins.
And as a sophomore, that's great because now you're building into senior level.
Absolutely. And that in the long run, I think, you know, you see her next year as a junior. I mean, that's just going to be a no-brainer for her with everybody that we have coming back. But this year, this is what we're working on. She can do it. She can put them on her back, and she can be a great leader for them. But we just are trying to instill in her that this is your role. We need you to do this. She did a great job the other night of when I switched the role, just consistency and finding, you know, with our passing was off, she was able to put the ball somewhere where she needed the ball to go. And I appreciated her, you know, making the adjustment that we needed her to make.
Well, we'll look forward to talking with Bella, and then we look forward to talking with you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We're here on the campus of Camdenton High School, and this is the home of the Lady Lakers volleyball team. I've got Bella Asante with me. How you doing, Bella?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
How's your season going so far?
Well, we just had our first home game and we lost in 3, but we are doing pretty good, and we're just going to practice more and keep playing, and hopefully that was just like getting out our jitters, I think.
I had to make sure.
Okay.
Okay. So last year you had a fairly good record. I think it was like 18 wins or something like that.
Yeah. Last year we did really good. It was, I think the coaches said the most wins they've had, like the second or third most wins they've ever had with this since they've been coaching. So it was a very good record.
Okay. On the team, what would be your primary goal?
My primary?
I should say position. What is your primary position?
I'm a setter.
Okay, so it's your responsibility to get it right for the outside hitter or the hitter.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have to receive it from the libero?
Yeah, from the libero, from the DSs, anyone who's playing back row.
Okay, how hard is it to do that consistently every time?
It's very difficult, something I'm definitely still working on, haven't mastered at all. It's something we work on every day in practice. It's just like the chemistry just has to be there, and we all just kind of have to be on and make it work if it's not.
It doesn't automatically happen, does it? Because you have to be in a certain position, and that hitter wants that ball to be at a certain height all the time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. We work on getting tempos right and getting the hitter to be where they need to be, staying behind the ball, me squaring up and getting the ball where it needs to go. So it's a lot of work that goes into getting that right.
What's the mood on the club?
What do you mean?
The attitude, in other words, the camaraderie. I'll say it different. So what's the camaraderie in the mood amongst the club?
It's very good. We're very tight-knit. Like, we all get along so well. We're all really great friends. And so the chemistry is usually there. Sometimes we'll just have off days. But we all get along really well, and that helps us to be able to produce good things on the court.
Is there a certain mantra or a phrase that comes to your mind that the coach maybe says or you say amongst yourselves when it comes game time?
We always say have energy. We are a very energy-driven group, but we lack it. We lack it very much because we are bad at creating it for ourselves. So something we're always saying is have energy. We're always saying work for it because we need that to thrive, and we're not the best at producing it ourselves. So we've got to have ways to do that.
Okay, what grade are you in school?
I'm in 10th grade.
All right, so you're a sophomore, so you got a couple more years. Do you want to stay with the club all the way through your senior year?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is probably English.
Now, why English and not maybe one of the other subjects?
English is my favorite because I really like reading. I love writing and telling stories, and I don't know, it's just I like getting to express things, and so English gives me a good opportunity to do that.
So where do you see yourself then after high school? Where do you want to go to school?
I want to go to school really anywhere that'll have me. I hopefully want to play volleyball after high school, so really anywhere where I can do that and get a good opportunity to do so.
What would you major in?
I'm deciding between being like an English teacher and an architect. So 2 completely different things, but one of those 2.
There's a gal on the softball team I just talked to. She wants to be an architect as well.
Oh, really?
It might have been, I think it might have been Caden.
Really? That's very cool. Yeah, I've wanted to be an architect for a while now, but I've also always wanted to be a teacher, and since English is my favorite subject, I think that'd be really cool to teach.
If we looked into your iPad or your music playlist, what is your favorite kind of music?
Pop music, specifically Taylor Swift or Harry Styles or One Direction.
Okay, you pretty much know what you want, don't you?
Yes, very much so.
Is it fun being with the girls here on the club?
It's so much fun. We have a blast every single day. We play music during practice, we're jamming out, and it's just so much fun being here.
Thanks for Player Profile.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
We'll be back. That's it.
Thank you.
Pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just talking to somebody.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you. Welcome back to Tailgate Game Day. Guy Wayman along with Rick Hasty, and we're going to be looking at some college games this week, Rick.
There's some excitement that's out there right now. Everybody's got their opinion about who's going to be number 1, who's going to be number 25, who's going to be XYZ, so it depends on what school that you went to.
Yeah, and what is so interesting about this, Rick, is that we have the AP poll and the coaches poll, and normally these don't come out until a little bit down the line, but here at the beginning, Georgia and Michigan, they're number 1 and number 2, but in the AP, they have Ohio State number 3 and Alabama number 4, but in the coaches poll, they flip those, and so they have Alabama number 3 and Ohio State number 4.
Right. Well, and that's something to where that's Saban call. Everybody wants to take care of the king, and so in turn, and I just says he's earned that privilege and like that. And, you know, Ohio State's not going to play that tough of a schedule in the beginning, and so Alabama itself is a clear favorite between 3 and 4.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Thursday night, and this goes streaming like on Thursday late night, and then it's played right before the Lakers game and all. But on Thursday night, there's some interesting games, but we do have Missouri, and they're hosting South Dakota, and there's a lot of people that are looking for it. And let's put it this way: Missouri's in the SEC.
Right. And the thing with South Dakota, like it is with most powerhouses, their opening game is, I don't want to say it's a laydown, but it's just one that's not as competitive. All right, kind of gets the juices flowing. So, you know, they kind of expect to win that game, although there's some concern, like this says, that's going in Tigerland.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got right now a question on the quarterback. Who's going to be the leading quarterback this year? There's 4 candidates. They've got a new offensive coordinator in Kirby Moore. So, I mean, it's something to where the year is an uncertainty, but they called it a make or break year.
Well, yeah, and this is, Drinkwitz and all. He's got that team. This is, I believe, his 3rd year coaching, isn't it, up there in Missouri?
Yes.
And generally, those are the guys that you have. Now, a couple other notables on the Thursday night game is the Big Ten game. And we have the Gophers hosting the Cornhuskers. That's Minnesota and Nebraska. And Nebraska, everyone thought that they were going to be a whole lot better when they brought in Frost, but then they had to let him go because it didn't happen.
Right. And it's also something like this is that, the coaching, a lot of the NFL coaches that haven't made it are starting to be recycled. Okay? And, it's one of these things that Nebraska has got, an inside right now. And I think they'll do well in that game. I would pick Nebraska if I was picking.
All right. And then the other one, and it's Kent State, which is interesting because UCF, and now that's University of Central Florida. That's around Orlando. And so the hurricane that just went through down there did not affect Orlando as much. So that game's going to go on. And but Kent State going in, and UCF wanted to bring them in, number one, be competitive. But, hey, it's the first one out of the gate.
Well, I lived in South Florida for about 25 years. And just the threat of a hurricane coming through,
yep,
all right, can unravel you and it makes you have so many adjustments and stuff. So that's going to be a factor, even though it didn't hit them straight on. All right, it went north of Tampa, but the key thing about it is that UCF is kind of like an unknown. All right, until about 15, 20 years ago, Culpeper came out of there. Okay, and it's one of those things where they have earned the right to play a good schedule.
Well, but it was like 5 or 6 years ago, they had that unbeaten season. And everybody says, are you going to pay attention to them? Going to pay attention to them. And then the four-letter network, they did not want to pay attention to them because, let's be honest here, that national championship for football, that is solely run and owned by the four-letter network. That's not an NCAA product like it is with March Madness and basketball.
And in the state of Florida, there's 3 schools.
Yeah.
You got Florida State, you got Florida, and you got Miami. Everything else doesn't make any difference.
Now, Gainesville, you talk about the Gators. Now, they had some issues going into that because of the hurricane.
Right. And it's something where Florida State's going to be affected, all right, by it. And then also, like you say, Florida, it unravels everybody.
Yeah.
All right. And until it passes, the outer portion of a hurricane, for those that have never gone through one, is just as damaging, all right, many times of what the main tunnel is.
Yeah. Well, I worked at a radio station and had to broadcast through 2 hurricanes down there, so I know full well what you're talking about. Friday night, when we're having our normal games here, Missouri State and Kansas. So, you think that's going to be a good game?
Yeah, I think, and it's one of those things where Kansas should have the upper hand because it's the larger drawing school. Surprisingly enough, now Missouri State's done pretty well.
Okay, and then Saturday. This is really the beginning of the college games. Is on Saturday. They have the Thursday. They'll have a Friday, but it's really Saturday is when they put their full slate of games in there, isn't it?
Exactly. It's kind of like a preview.
Yeah.
All right. You get the coming attractions, and the attractions itself is the top 25.
Yeah, it is top 25. Arkansas State and Oklahoma and the Sooners, they're looking to have a good year, and they're starting off at noon on Saturday. So that's like their premier game right out of the gate.
Well, it's amazing that Oklahoma came out in the poll, all right, in the AP poll and the coaches poll. Both of them were right around about 20. Mm-hmm. 20 in the coaches poll, in the AP poll, and 19 in the coaches poll. Oklahoma's always better than that.
Yeah.
But in turn, it's how it develops.
Well, and everyone was hoping for that, and then that's that Big 12 conference. And let's face it, the Big 12, the PAC, SEC, Big 10, there's just a few of these major conferences that are actually going to be big winners, and everybody else is scrambling, and that's all going to play itself out in the next 1 to 3 years. It's going to be that 3-year window that it's all going to shake down.
Well, it's like right now, again, Notre Dame is probably as big a school as anybody.
Yes.
That's going to be kind of wine and dine to jump in there because of the revenue, the TV revenue that they can create. But, Notre Dame had a game over the weekend. Mm-hmm. All right. Notre Dame walked through it. All right. And it was just something to where it's not necessarily an indication of what the year's going to be, but it is an indication that they're there to play.
Now, you mentioned Notre Dame, and they are hosting Tennessee State, and that's in the middle of the afternoon. That's NBC. Now, they have that being an independent school like that. They have long enjoyed that contract with NBC.
Well, Tennessee State is a small school, all right, about the middle of the state, and it's one of those schools that when you think that because it says Tennessee, you kind of connect it with the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they're way off difference.
Yeah.
Different leagues.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, Ohio State. We're native Buckeyes. You're from Dayton, and I'm from Northeast Ohio, Elyria, and then Akron. But here's Ohio State, and they're traveling to Indiana on opening day.
Well, Indiana, basketball country, they can play extremely good basketball. When it comes to football, it's not that they haven't played, but it's one of those things where they're just not known for it. So Ohio State traveling the first game, trust me, they didn't set the schedule up and take an away game to open, all right, if they didn't think they were going to win.
And Big Ten on CBS, this is quite interesting, and they're putting in one of their key guys, Brad Nessler, on that with Gary Danielson. Should be an excellent call.
Yeah, Danielson, I like him real well. He does an outstanding job.
All right, let's see. Coming up next on the list is Nevada at USC, and USC is number 6 in the polls, and so USC has done well for themselves, haven't they?
Well, they've had some real good junior seniors that's been out there. Wide receivers have been handpicked for years. Running backs have been handpicked for years. So when it comes down like this, again, they finished the year out pretty strong, and I think the polls represent the fact of what they believe they're coming back with and the coaching staff.
All right, let's scoot down on the list here. Southeast Missouri State, they're traveling over to Kansas State. Kansas State is ranked number 16 in the polls, and that's going to be on ESPN Plus, so people will not be able to see it unless they pay that price.
You know what? A lot of people go to different premium channels. I highly suggest that you take and spend the extra money for, all right?
For the ESPN Plus?
Yep. Because it's one of these things where if you are truly a football fan, and if you enjoy the NFL or if you enjoy just college at that particular stage, you need, all right, to kind of get something that would give you a weekend, all right, of excitement.
Now, this is interesting, and this is the first time. NBC is trying something this year for the first time. They're calling it the Saturday Night Special. And NBC, and right out of the gate, they've got Penn State.
Well, all right, the producers, all right, are pretty smart about who they're going to pick, and Penn State's always been.
Happy Valley.
Yep, and they always have a phenomenal team like that, and that goes back from the very beginning of time, I believe. But it's one of those circumstances that Penn State will be, again, a good show. West Virginia is no slouch, though. All right, I would take probably Penn State is ranked, higher at that particular stage where West Virginia is not even ranked. But West Virginia's produced some pretty good athletes.
Yeah, they have. And what is interesting, they're going head-to-head against Alabama, which is the 4th-ranked team, and that's on the SEC network. And so it's like, okay, here we got a battle of a top-ranked Alabama going against Penn State here, and NBC is saying, well, wait a minute, we are the mother network. You're not going to beat us, SEC network, when we've got the Peacock.
That's right. Well, you got Alabama right now. Again, it's not necessarily a total laydown because Middle Tennessee, it's in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, it's just south of Nashville. But it is something like this is to where their team has proven it has some good players, all right, and that they can compete. I'm not sure they're in Alabama's class.
All right, we got 2 more games to talk about here. On Sunday night, this is the Sunday before Labor Day, LSU's traveling to Florida State. Should be absolutely a great game. This is number 5 going against number 8. 7:30 on on ABC, and Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. That's their A team over there.
Right, and anybody that's watched college football, those are 2 of the outstanding broadcasters. The hurricane will affect this.
Yes.
All right. Florida State, Tallahassee is something where it didn't get hit straight on, but it is something where some of the remnants of the hurricane will be.
And probably what's going to be the star of the show is going to be the field. Is the field affected? Is it going to be a sloppy field, a fast field? In Florida, they know how to drain their fields with the sand and all.
Well, that's a great point. Right, this is because Florida State's always been known for speed. And, it's not that LSU, they got the receivers, they got the running backs, but it's something where you can take longer cleats and use those, all right, when it's a little slippery. But at the same time, and like this is, if you're relying on speed and the passing and the weather itself affects it, it's going to hurt your game.
All right, this is the Monday night offering, and this is on the 4-letter network. It's Clemson at Duke.
Clemson has come from 20 years ago when it first started being a powerhouse. And have you ever gone to Clemson?
No.
Okay. The Rock, I've pounded it a couple of times. And it's really a fantastic school. Athletically, they get tremendous support from the community and from the state.
And from their
Football-wise-
backers and boosters.
Oh, God, yeah. So when you look at the school at that particular point, playing against Duke, which, again, very well supported by it. It's
And Duke's
alumni.
over there at Chapel Hill, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, they're kissing cousins, all right? But it's one of those things where Clemson, again, is in a class of its own. And, I mean, you're looking at a number 9 ranked team, all right, playing against a basketball school.
Okay, just some final thoughts here, Rick. You've got all the college teams. We've looked at some of the rankings here and some of the key matchups over the weekend. What's your final thoughts?
Biggest thing is that I'd like to kind of talk a little bit about Missouri. I think Missouri's going to have their hands full this year. They got a new offensive coordinator that's come in. They've got a question about their quarterback. Their defense is going to be set real well. I think they're going to be strong. All right. The offense is just the one. They've had this new program that allows, if you don't like where you're at, you can put in a request to be transferred to a different school. And they lost one of their best players, all right, to Georgia. And so, coincidentally, they're going to play Georgia later in the year. But I think that for the local fans and for people that kind of follow Missouri, the Tigers have got some questions, but there's optimism also. And they think that this new kid like this can come in and do real well.
Well, number one, you want to be competitive. You want to have a winning season, so at least you get a bowl bid at the end. And being in the SEC, it's going to be tough to be number 1 or number 2, but at least you want to be competitive enough to challenge.
Well, the thing about it is the new coach, Finkel, set a standard much like Woody Hayes did.
Oh.
All right. It's a hard act to follow.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's it. And, his record so far has been 29-20.
Good.
All right. 17-19 has been kind of like the schools that's in the conference. But the biggest thing in this is at halftime, if they're leading, they are like 20-2. All right. So let's hope for a good first half.
Let's hope for that. Hey, Rick, thanks. We're going to do this. We're going to do this every week, and this is Tailgate Game Day. And what we're going to do, we're going to come back and wrap this thing up. Well, welcome back, and Guy Wayman along with Tony Herman. And this week, we're talking game day here, and we're talking what's going to be happening this weekend, and more specifically, Osage. And we've got a tough opponent.
Oh, it's going to be a great game tonight, Guy Wayman, as the Moberly Spartans come into town. They are off to a good start. They're 1-0. They beat Sedalia last week 28-7.
Whoa.
And head coach Cody McDowell is very optimistic, quietly optimistic about his Spartans. He's very confident in his team. He likes their speed. They too were hit by graduation. They lost a quarterback last year. They lost a receiver last year. So they have new people in those positions. But he loves his line play and he likes his speed.
So what did he think that was going to be his strength going against Osage?
I think he is very optimistic about coming in to School of the Osage tonight and playing the Osage Indians. He thinks he matches up well on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. His line on the offensive side is a little smaller than last year, Guy, but they seem to be much more athletic. And then on the defensive side, they're just bigger and faster and stronger.
That was the one thing that Coach Jolly noticed about the Jeff City Jays is that their line, they were big. And he said that they were big. And if you're saying that Moberly is a little bit smaller, at least that's going to give some confidence to the Osage players.
I think so. I think this needs to be a game where the Osage Indians come out and their line play begins to find its pattern for the season. They need to be able to make sure that they can say, hey, we're not going to be pushed back. We're not going to be pushed out of the way, and they need to make plays.
It would be nice to see Osage come up with the rushing game, because they had very few, if not any, rushing yards last week, and they did have those passing yards. And it'll be interesting to see if Moberly passes, because we saw last year with the interceptions with Osage.
I think you will see more passing. Well, you definitely see more passing than last week, as Jeff City did not even attempt to pass.
Yeah, that's right.
And so that didn't happen. But I think you're going to see more passes, a more balanced offensive attack by the Moberly Spartans in this game. And they're accustomed to throwing the football, but they too are starting a new quarterback this season. And that just depends on how comfortable that quarterback feels in that pocket, on how much the Spartans are going to throw tonight.
There's various games all around, and we've got Versailles, Eldon, Camdenton, and obviously Tony and I, we're going to be calling the Osage game. And the excitement is growing as week number 2 begins this weekend, Tony, Labor Day weekend.
You know, we don't get a day off, even though it's the Labor Day weekend, and either do our high school athletics as well. It's going to be a great night across the Ozarks.
All right, have fun at your game tonight. That's all from us from Game Day. Fun at your game tonight. That's all from us from Game Day.
Full trim, white numbers, Kickapoo.
Fun at your game tonight. That's all from us from Game Day.
Helmets, full trim, white numbers, Kickapoo.
Fun at your game tonight. That's all from us from Game Day.
Helmets, full trim, white numbers, Kickapoo.
Fun at your game tonight. That's
Kickapoo. Kickapoo. Demolish him 63-0. Really not, there's no indicator there. I like what I saw from Camdenton and excited about what they can prove here in week 2. It's time. Demolish him 63-0. Really not, there's no indicator there. I like what I saw from Camdenton and excited about what .com.
They helped me out with the home loan back in 2020. Love those guys. Michael, Michelle, awesome folks.
Here we go. Putting a boot into this one. It's going to be a short kick. Hits at the 18-yard line. Fielded at the 17 by the Kickapoo Chiefs. And that's Trey Christian getting bottled up and stacked up shy of the 30.
Going with the, not the deep kick there, but just kind of put some air under it. Kind of try to put it in the spot where the Kickapoo Chiefs aren't. And try to limit the damage, keeps them inside the 30, gives the Lakers defense a good opportunity here to make a statement in the first quarter.
1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Ball at the 28-yard line. They're moving left to right across your radio dial. So glad to have you. It's Poly Live Laker football. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Wide splits by those wide receivers, both like mere yards from the sidelines.
They're going to run the ball on 1st down, and immediately a flag comes flying out. But how about the play? Great awareness to bring the ball carrier down right out of the box there. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down with that penalty. It's going to back him up behind the chains here, puts him in a little bit of a predicament here on 1st down. They try to get to the outside with those wide splits of the split ends like that. It kind of takes those cornerbacks, which typically Camden has aggressive, good tackling cornerbacks, takes them out of the play in the running game. But now, looking at 1st and really long, it's going to be a gotta think they're going to go to the air on this one.
Tell you what, Colin Stamper completely obliterated that play. He took that outside force assignment to heart, and he bullied that tackle through the holding call.
And Stamper immediately one of the first to make a play, not on our starting lineup tonight, but he made some big plays last week. So good to see him right back in the mix here tonight for the Lakers. After that top deck penalty backs up the Chiefs, rolling out to the left, connecting out across the 20-yard line. But there is Carson Durnan to bring the receiver down, still shy of the initial line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and long, as again we're getting a look at this young quarterback. Look, he is a senior in Chase Hammy, but replacing a young man that is transferred out to Springfield Glendale.
Yeah, it's some tumult there for the Chiefs, and they're having a little bit of trouble getting their call from the sideline, but it looks like they're going to go 4 wide receivers with 1 in the backfield.
On 2nd down and long, again, still behind the chain. Some pressure as Hammy throws, and it's intercepted. And that's Shepard who brings the ball inside the 20-yard line. Mark it down as an Oak Star Bank play to bank on. Hammy was pressured, threw it maybe a little earlier than he wanted, and what a play by Shepard.
Yeah, one of those explosion plays that we were talking about. Big time on defense. Mark it down. 1 for the Lakers as far as explosions go, and we're going to hear... I feel like we're going to hear explosions in the JOD coming up here really quickly.
We had that Velociraptor-like defense right there, flying to the ball. They had a guy in the backfield really rush that quarterback into his throw, hit him as he threw it, and led to an overthrow right into the hands of that defender.
I think that was Willard DeMont, fellas, that got into the quarterback's grill. I've got a replay coming up here in a second, but let's first check out 1st and 10 for the Lakers inside the Pacific Pools red zone. That's Durnan rolling out to his left, surveys downfield, throws it low and away, incomplete, looking for Blake Ford.
Yeah, that's a little rolling pocket there. Garrett Hilton, our pregame guest, had a great block on that one, throwing the defender to the ground with some authority. And even though that wasn't a completed pass, a statement was made by the tackle for the Lakers.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 inside the Pacific Pools red zone. No score, just underway. First possession of the ball game for the Lakers. Hand it to Ford, and he's going to get stacked up and thrown, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that's a new part of the Lakers, this Purple Tide 5 wide we saw kind of get instituted a little bit last year. Feel like we're going to see more of it this year. Kickapoo ready for it. They were communicating pre-snap as Ford motioned in the backfield. They were ready for that one after they saw it a few times last week. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Top deck penalty. And that's another penalty to put the Lakers in a better spot here, and it's going to move them to the 16-yard line. So 2nd down and suddenly very manageable for the Lakers.
Yeah, it leaves the playbook wide open here on 2nd down. Lakers sticking with the no-huddle look.
And they're going to whistle here. And this one is...
That one just seemed like weird from the start. There was communication between the referees, the officials, the referee and the side judge there. Now they're over there in a little bit of a conference.
We're inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Great to have you here, folks. Taking a look at some of the video here. If you're watching it on KRMS TV 32.11 on your over-the-air television antenna, or you're watching us on the LOZ app, which I'm doing up here in the booth, to give us a little replay up top here. So you can watch that if you're here at the JOD. Bring that up. Download the LOZ app and watch us as the game goes live. And you'll have your own personal replay at your position here in the stadium. Great student section here tonight as well. The Party Cove is here in full effect. So no penalty after that whistle. This is second down, and call it a short 5 for the Lakers inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
And the White Hat's over there talking to Kickapoo coach, explaining the ruling here. And for a game that got off to a high pace, high speed little tempo here, things were kind of moving real quickly. It's grinded to a halt here with a couple penalties and a little bit of a discussion about was that last play? Because it's still second down on the dial-a-down, right? So did that last play just not even count?
Right. So I've got second down and 5 here.
It was just, I think the ref, the Lakers were so intent playing with tempo and getting that snap off. I think maybe they snapped it before the official signaled the ball was ready for play. So
Cade's maybe trying to get a new set of signals from the sideline here. So just this little delay continues. As we said at the start, beautiful sun-splashed skies here at Lake of the Ozarks. Sun starting to go down. Temperatures in the 70s. Quite the contrast from mid-90s and 80-degree dew points last week. We were sweating it out. It is beautiful if you're sitting out in the stands here at Bob Shore Stadium. So another, Jace, any idea what they're doing down there? I think Jace is trying to get a better look at it himself. I got no clue.
Yeah, this is, like I said, got a nice little pace there, but I think everybody's satisfied now. We're actually going to play some football.
Let's do it. Inside the Pacific Pools red zone, 2nd and 5 from the 15. Durnan, 3-step drop, try to dump it underneath, and a little miscommunication maybe with his receiver, Kyle Edson. It will bring up 3rd down, threw it short. Second short pass we've seen Cade throw here in this opening drive for the Lakers. A quick drive for the Chiefs ended in an interception. Braden Shepard setting the Lakers up in this very advantageous position.
Yeah, obviously Cade has the arm strength to make that throw. I think that was just he was expecting his receiver to be in a different spot.
3rd and 5 from the 15. Ford motions into the backfield, fake to him. Cade looked left, now right, and there's a quick slant over the middle. Reception made, but I got to tell you, no room for Kyle Edson to pick up some yak yardage, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So really nice job by this Kickapoo defense to buckle down when the field started to get short here inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
So here comes a 4th down play.
And the Lakers keep the offense on the field. 4th and 5.
No hesitation whatsoever. Try to go with a hard count there that worked so well last week. But to no avail, they're going to have to actually call a play here.
Inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Again, Ford into the backfield. Flag flies in. Durnan to his left, to his right. Throws over the middle, through behind his intended target. Edson incomplete. There was a flag. Kickapoo acting as if the flag will be against Camdenton.
Yeah, I think that may be an illegal shift against the Lakers.
That's exactly what it is. Top deck penalty, unfortunately, goes against Camdenton. Turnover on downs, so the Lakers unable to take advantage of the interception that had them deep in Kickapoo territory.
Yeah, the net result is basically you set Kickapoo back about 10 yards from their original starting field position here. So instead of starting near the 30, they're inside their own 20. So it gives the Lakers another opportunity to make another explosive play here.
The good news is that the Lakers continue to win the battle of field position here. Kickapoo operates from their own 15-yard line. Handoff on 1st and 10. Mellencamp there, helped out by Sam DeMott, and another flag back at the 15. I think we've run maybe 7 plays in this game so far. 5 of them have had penalties. This one is a hold, a top deck penalty against the Chiefs.
Yeah, after so many penalties last week, we thought we'd maybe seen it cleaned up a little bit here going into week 2, but unfortunately for Laker fans, most of these penalties have been on the Chiefs, but either way, it just makes for kind of a weird start to a game. You try to get your flow going, DeMott's out there encouraging his teammates, trying to get them fired up here, keeping them focused. Because sometimes it's hard as a defender, especially. You're so focused, you're intent on being aggressive, and every time that penalty flag comes up, even if they're losing yardage, kind of, you have to re-energize yourself and re-get that vibe going.
Trying to operate with that vibe here. Beasley flanked to Hammy's left. He's looking right, feels some pressure, fires complete across the 10-yard line. But the Lakers stack up the receiver. There's DeMott, and once again making a stop was Colin Stamper as they stack up the receiver, Brandon Davis, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Colin Stamper, number 54 out there. I ran into an old-time number 54 in the crowd, Brad Hunter, one of my heroes here tonight.
Flank to the right this time is Beasley. Hammy going to throw here to the right side, incomplete, too tall for his intended target. DeMott and Stamper were once again over there active on this defensive series for the Camdenton Lakers.
Hey, I got to give it to the Kickapoo Chiefs in their shoe and glove game. Multiple colors, multiple neon colors out there for various different guys out there trying to stand out.
This is 3rd down. Hammy takes the snap, feels some pressure again, right up the middle, completes his pass. One missed tackle, but not a second missed tackle.
I guess when your school colors are yellow and brown, you want to bring some a little life to it with some neon shoes and gloves.
Sam DeMott making the stop there, and the Lakers are looking to force a quiet side quick shot change of possession. Second time they can get a quiet side quick shot change of possession. As we got Carson Durnan back to return this punt.
And Mellencamp.
And Spencer Mellencamp. Kickapoo to kick this ball away. Price Brown. High end-over-end kick. Hits at the 44 and will roll down to the 28-yard line.
And with that, the Chiefs are able to flip the field a little bit and kind of, for the first time, put the Lakers on their heels in their own territory here. Still plenty of room to work with here. Lakers can obviously gobble up yardage in a hurry. But right now, I think the Lakers are more interested in kind of getting a rhythm going. Get that first down. Get up on the ball. Be able to start using your no-huddle tempo to really kind of keep the Kickapoo defense on their heels.
Absolutely. I think all we need to do is let Cade calm down, give him a couple short completions, some screens, maybe get that running game going a little bit. And I think we'll see a much different offense in that first drive.
Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop, powers Jason. His updates from the sideline. 1st and 10. Cade Durnan from the 28-yard line rolls out to his right and cannot complete the pass, and in fact is thrown. Luke looking for a flag here, a top deck penalty. You thought he was hit out of bounds.
Yeah, he grabbed him on the way out of bounds, but continued and drug him to the ground once they got out of bounds. Luckily, Cade's a tough kid. He's going to get back up in a hurry, but it's
going to be a loss of 3, and here in the early going, Kickapoo dropping a good number of defenders back and forcing Cade to maybe make some short throws. He does here, swings it out for Ford, tries to break a tackle at the 27-yard line and can't. Got a couple back from that sack. But this is going to be 3rd down and long for the Lakers. 8:13 to go here in the first. Your New Spring Wellness Center time check.
And every time you see the Purple Tide 5 wide, you wonder how are the opposing team going to defend? Are they going to come after, pressure the quarterback, or lay back and defend? And so far, Kickapoo's not putting a ton of pressure.
From the 28, firing underneath for Shepard across the 35, brings it out to maybe the 36-yard line. Still going to be a couple yards short of the line to gain, and it's going to be 4th down here for Camdenton. No score in this first quarter. The Lakers' second possession of the ball game.
Keeping the offense on the field here. They're going to try to draw them off.
Seem to draw them off, yeah. Ball spotted at the 36. They need the 38.
All right, they're going to bring...
Yep, Cade will motion out. Kyle Edson will motion in to kick this ball away. And this is going to be a short kick. Hits at the 49, takes a Kickapoo bounce and then a Laker bounce, basically right at midfield. It's going to be a punt of 14 yards, and Kickapoo will have it 1st and 10 at midfield. So we talk about the battle of field position, fellas. Well, that has swung dramatically into the favor of Kickapoo.
Yeah, Kickapoo winning that battle by two special teams play. Their punt was a great punt. They had a great roll. Lakers unable to return it. Kickapoo didn't even have anybody back to return that punt. Had Edson been able to get a leg into it, even if you send like a line drive that can roll, they wouldn't have had anybody back to field it. But, he moves from receiver right back. It's kind of last minute, doesn't have a chance to get settled, and kind of sends one straight up in the air. Put some pressure on the Purple Haze here.
On 1st and 10, Kickapoo's got it at their own 49-yard line. Hammy high snap. Will give it to Beasley up the middle. Broke one tackle, but DeMott again brings him down at the 46. A gain of 4.5 there, maybe even 5 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, puts them in great position here on 2nd down. Chiefs showing good balance, running the ball and throwing the ball here.
6:47 to go in the first. New Spring Wellness Center time check. 2nd and 5. Ball at the Laker 46-yard line. Give it to Beasley again. Tried to bounce it outside and could not. Throw it backward. How about a play? Joshua Balderas stacking up the ball carrier.
What a great job by number 65, beating this man, wrapping up the tackle, and taking him down for a loss. Putting him back here on 3rd and long. Good opportunity to really get in there and make a big play here.
And let's give some credit to those Hoggies, the High Brothers, Lumber, and Millwork. Balderas, one of the captains, making a play. How about that, High Brothers, Lumber, and Millwork? Hoggies up front. This is now 3rd down and 8 for the Chiefs. Ball at the 49-yard line. Here comes some pressure. Cedarwall forces the fumble. The ball is out. The ball is out. The Lakers pick it up at the 26-yard line. Fumble recovery. Brought all the way out to the 15.
Sterling Cedarwall with the shot on the quarterback to knock the ball loose. What an explosive play there. Turning the tide for the Lakers. Just when you thought the chips were down, the Purple Haze comes up huge here in a 0-0 ball game.
Dominic Poling with the fumble recovery advances the ball inside the Pacific Pools red zone. It's also a quiet side quick shot change of possession.
And I'm sitting here saying to Dominic, scoop and score, baby. Scoop and score. He scooped, just didn't score. But either way, the Lakers are inside that red zone. This is their chance to put the first points on the board, Jace.
It's a fantastic play by the DN. Sterling, I believe, is who it was. He jumped the snap. He saw that the play clock winding down, and he jumped it right as it went across 0. And then he just blew right by the tackle, stripped the ball, led to obviously an awesome play.
Yeah, awesome play by Sterling Cedarwall to set up the fumble recovery. He forced the fumble, and here's a completed pass. Cade Durnan finds Kyle Edson inside the Pacific Pools red zone. The ball down to the 10-yard line will bring up a 2nd down and 2. Lakers moving right to left, looking to score for the first time tonight. It's 2nd and 2 from the 10. 3rd possession of the ball game. Edson looks right, throws right, too tall this time for his intended target. Owen Borbay sets up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I feel like those first couple drives for the Lakers were just kind of, getting some, not necessarily cobwebs off, but just kind of get the jitters out and just kind of get yourself settled down. I think we're in business here. Put 6 on the board, you're going to feel really good about this.
Yeah, 2-down territory here, I would think. 3rd and 2 from the 10. And Durnan wants to run it up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Tripped up inside the 5. It'll set up 1st down and goal. That's our first butcher shop. 1st down of the night.
Yeah, you like that draw play. It's not necessarily his forte, but he does have the ability to pick up yardage with his legs. Big one there. He had 2 through the air and 2 by land last week.
1st and goal from the 3. Operating from the right hash. Moving right to left. No score here in the first quarter. Durnan fires it out. Out pattern looking for Borbay again, incomplete. Will bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, just trying to get him right there at the pylon and stick that one in for 6, but just a good defense by the Chiefs, able to break that one up and bring up 2nd down.
Inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Folks, great to have you on this glorious night in Camdenton. Lakers trying to get on the board. 3rd and goal. And Durnin lowers his shoulder as he keeps it up the middle. Dropped close to the 1.
Just inside the 1.
Here we go, guys. 3rd down and goal from the 1.
As you mentioned, probably 4-down territory here, so playbook is wide open. Parpitt's going to take a timeout, talk things over a little bit.
Let's take a timeout as well. We'll step aside. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Whether you're remodeling the place you call home or in the business of building homes for others, you can depend on Mid-City Lumber for all your building services and supplies. Our expertise is meant for sharing, and we carry all the best brands in the business, like Anderson Windows, the #1 trusted and recommended window and door brand. Get quality and performance with Anderson. At Mid-City Lumber, we're proud to be your project resource.
Mid-City Lumber. When it comes to projects, we help you nail it.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, inside that Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Great to have you on board with us tonight here, week 2 of this high school football season. And I'll tell you what, Kickapoo has not made things easy on the Lakers. Just a couple of first downs, really what are just 1 first down on this drive to bring up goal to go, Luke. And the Lakers have had their struggles moving the football. So has Kickapoo. It's been a defensive battle here so far.
It has been, but the Lakers, I think, are getting ready to break things open here. And, yes, what a beautiful night for football here. Here it's Labor Day weekend, tourism town like this. You got folks probably listening in because they're working. I know they listen in kitchens across this great Lake, the Ozarks of ours. I know Shane and Keith are listening over at Tavern on the Bend. Always loyal Laker listeners for years and years and years. Shout out to all you kitchen boys listening to the Lakers tonight.
Great to have you all here tonight with us. 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV. Out of the pistol on 3rd and goal from the 1. H back to the left. Cade hands it off, and it's not going anywhere. Stacked up. In fact, this is going to be dropped for a loss, and the Lakers now have something to think about here on 4th and goal. And they're going to mark that. It's going to be a loss of 2.5, 3 yards. The ball's just inside the 4 now.
Yeah, trying to use that power game there, but Kickapoo was ready for it, kind of anticipated it. Saw it on film from last week with that H-back in there. Not something we saw too much of last year, but they saw it on tape last week, and they applied it to tonight's game and puts the Lakers on 4th down.
Purple Tide 5 wide. Forward motions into the backfield. Fake to him. Durnin trying to move in the pocket, and he connects back in the end zone to Kyle Edson. And the Lakers are on the board. They convert 4th and goal from the 4.
And a little no-look pass there, going one direction, passing across his body, finds his receiver open in the end zone for the opening points of this ball game. Lakers take a lead 6-0 with 3 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first quarter.
What awareness as Cade Durnin extended that play just enough to connect on the 4-yard touchdown. Durnin to Edson. Here's DeMott for the PAT. Good snap, good hold. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Here's Smith and Gustafson score as Camdenton 7, Kickapoo nothing. It's Laker football powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
At Ozark Ready Mix, we don't just make concrete, we build trust, confidence, and relationships. You require quality ready mix concrete for your home improvement project, and we deliver. Ozark Ready Mix uses the finest raw materials and the latest technology to provide the best ready mix concrete for any job, large or small. To help you keep your project on time, we make sure to deliver your order efficiently and promptly. Available through 23 counties and central Missouri. Ozark Ready Mix. Build with us. It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. The Camdenton Lakers convert on their second forced turnover of the night. They couldn't the first time, but a fumble recovery by Dominic Poling, forced by Sterling Cedarwall, leads to a 4-yard touchdown pass by Cade Durnin. Your first 8, Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff is going to pin the Chiefs back inside their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Trey Christian was trying to let that one roll out of bounds, but as we know, an oblong football will make odd bounces from time to time. That one bounced up, hits him in the face mask, then goes out of bounds. So instead of the penalty and the good field position, Chiefs are going to take over inside their 15-yard line.
Really cool loophole in the rules there. If he would have put 1 foot out of bounds and grabbed that football, they would have gotten it on the 35-yard line. And he was trying to play it smart and make sure the Camdenton player didn't come up and field it, but he should have just taken that one step further and played it just a little bit smarter.
I hope you folks are tuning in to our Summit Natural Gas pregame show to hear Jace and his dad talk about officiating and the rules. They're ever-changing in high school football, and Jace is on top of that, and a great insight from down there on the field. His update's brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. Here's Hammy on first down, a screen pass to the left side. Carson Durnan motoring over there to help bring the receiver down and turn that into a short gain, still shy of the 20-yard line. It'll be second down and 6 here for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Jace, the first time I ever saw that was with the New England Patriots. It's something that Coach Bill Belichick had coached and took advantage a few times.
Well, you know Coach Bill's going to know the ins and the outs, all the loopholes and everything. Maybe the fine line of where you can have your football inflated too as well.
Yeah, between my dad, Coach Bob Shore, and Pappy Hogg, I think Bill Belichick has taught me more football than anybody else but those guys.
And Jace with the little Deflategate dig in there at the very end. I like it. Second down and 6, and we're going to get a timeout by the Chiefs. We'll take one as well. 3:43 to go in this first quarter. Lakers up 7-0. Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly. The boat lives. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Katie with Royal Heating and Air. Missouri weather can be unforgiving on your heating and cooling system. That's why Royal Heating and Air offers a variety of Rheem heating and cooling systems and free estimates. We service all makes and models, offer indoor air quality solutions, and are proud supporters of our community and of the Camdenton Lakers. When your furnace is on the fritz, don't be left in the cold. Call us at 573-480-4313 or find us online at royalheatandair.com. Rheem Heating and Cooling Systems, the new degree of comfort.
I-95-53. We bleed purple. To you, it's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
You heard there about Lake West Excavating. They sponsor all of our social media, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter. Follow us, 93.5 Rocks the Lake. Jace is doing a great job there on TikTok. And it's all brought to you by Lake West Excavating. And what a play there, Luke, in the backfield as the Laker defense comes away with another TFL.
Yeah, was that Cedarwall again making a big tackle there? I was getting a special delivery of pizza, so I missed it.
No, Kiddo is flying around. He's really reading those motions. Looks like that's something they've scouted. And they probably know the exact percentage of how many times that guy goes into motion that he gets the ball. And he read it perfectly.
Yeah, he's aggressive. Back up on the line of scrimmage, showing blitz here. Now backing off. Backing way off.
Hammy to throw to his left underneath, and he connects. And then the ball came out again. The ball came out again. The Lakers say they have it. And they do. And I think DeMott might have come away with the football, but somebody got caught there.
Yes, Cedarwall in on that one again. DeMott over there. Both DeMotts, I think, were in on that one. DeMott, Cedarwall, guys making explosive plays, as we talked about in the Lake Ozark Water and Sewer Football Lab, how important those explosive plays are for the Lakers. And right now, Lakers up on the Chiefs in that regard for sure.
That's a Sam DeMott fumble recovery. The third forced turnover by the Laker defense tonight. We talked about that in our Mid-City Lumber game plan. Take care of your business, and they're forcing Kickapoo to do just the opposite. And here's a completed pass out to Braden Shepard. It's going to be a gain of 12 and a butcher shop first down.
Shepard makes a good move there to get some additional yards after the catch. Shakes that first defender, picks up the first down. Great job by number 88.
First and 10 inside the Pacific Pools red zone to the 19. Again, firing underneath, this time to Carson Durnan. Complete inside the 15, a gain of maybe 6 yards. and the deep ball at times being taken away by this Kickapoo defense, Luke. So you attack underneath, and now you're starting to see Cade do that.
Yeah, a little out route there. A lot of teams against the Lakers will give you that route because they're defending against the deep ball, and if you're patient and take it, it pays off.
Ford motions into the backfield, breaks one tackle as he gets the handoff, tries to push the pile inside the 10, and he does just that. In fact, I think he's got the line to gain.
I think you're right. That's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 10 for the Lakers. Going to have 4 chances to put 6 on the board here and extend this 7-0 lead with 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter.
We're going to take this thing inside the Surdike Yamaha 2-minute warning. 7-0 Lakers. 1:58 to go here in the first. Ford again motions into the backfield. Cade instead rolls to his right, throws on the run, connects with Borbet, who stumbles inside the 5, but will set up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Nathaniel Reap out there as a little personal protector, pulling out for the Lakers from his offensive line position to protect Cade Durnan and on that moving pocket.
2nd down and goal from the 4. Operating from the right hash, moving right to left. Trying to add on to this lead. Cade looks left, throws left, corner of the end zone, incomplete. That time had his eye on Blake Ford. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, Ford had a little space there, but Durnan just not quite on target with that one. It's still going to have another opportunity here.
7-0 Camdenton, 1:38 to go here in the first quarter. Sun setting here at the Lake of the Ozarks on this Labor Day weekend. On 3rd and goal from the 4. Cade wants to keep it, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, and then got popped at the end. That's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Chiefs. A top deck penalty for sure. You saw that, Luke, right?
Yeah, the interior line just kind of collapsed. The Kickapoo defense opened up a beautiful running lane for Durnan. He's able to make it in, but he pays the price once he gets in there. But the Chiefs will take a penalty on that one. The White Hat going to explain it here to Parr.
That's 3 turnovers leading to 2 touchdowns. The sideline's electric. The student section's electric. It's like Zootopia down here. All these guys going crazy. A bunch of different personalities. It's awesome.
Is that the theme inside Party Cove tonight, Jace?
I think it's USA themed.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, they're going full out. I tell you what, there's people in sweaters down here. It's way too hot for that.
I wouldn't recommend that per se. And then, boom, go the fireworks.
Yeah, right as our kicker's getting ready to kick the extra point.
Line drive kick for Willard DeMott is good. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 14. Kickapoo nothing. It's Laker football powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Drift away with the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. Start with some basic facial skin treatments to a variety of body massage treatments, or choose from 8 different spa packages to discover the perfect combination of services to relax, rejuvenate, and refresh your mind, body, and spirit. Call for an appointment, 573-348-3535.
Hi, this is Shelley from the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. We are located in the Driftwood building next to the indoor pool, and our new salon is directly across the street. Come drift away with us.
And the Lakers. Brightside Quick Shop.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, Insider Kenny Carroll Excavating Broadcast Booth. Another opportunity to thank our lodging partners and the resort at Lake of the Ozarks. The staff, folks, they are awesome. And if you're looking to come down, maybe you're looking to come down and watch the Lakers, the resort at Lake of the Ozarks is where you want to go. Go to the resortlakeozark.com. That's the resortlakeozark.com. They're within minutes of everywhere, right by the Bagnell Dam Strip. They're right by Osage Beach, a hop, skip, and a jump away here from Camdenton. So, yeah, make that a weekend if you want to come down and watch your Lakers. And it's a perfect place to do it. And here, out of the penalty, it puts Kickapoo returning this kick from their own 5-yard line. They're going to get a good return out of it, out across the 30, close to the 35-yard line, where they're going to begin 1st down and 10. But again, much thanks there to the resort at Lake of the Ozarks. Moments ago, That, of course, was a First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and not terrible field position there, but yeah, with the penalty on that, you had an opportunity to switch up your strategy a little bit, how you're going to kick that, but Kickapoo able to return that for a pretty good chunk and get back all that penalty yardage and more.
Kickapoo operating out of the pistol. DeMott is showing blitz here as they hand it off on 1st down and busting his way through the line for a quality gain on 1st and 10. It's going to be about 5, maybe 6 yards for Nick Lapari.
Yeah, as the Chiefs find themselves in a 2-score deficit here, they're going to change their strategy up a little bit. They're going with the Twins receiver to the far side, an H-back in the backfield, and a little bit of a pistol look here.
Yeah, H-back flank to the left out of the pistol. Give it to Lapari again up the middle. Lakers try to trip him up across the 40-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
After those turnovers, I think the Chiefs are just trying to get back in a rhythm, get some positive plays, get settled in a little bit here before the end of this first quarter as it ticks down under 38 seconds left in the quarter.
3rd down and 2. Lapari again out of the behind, Hammy out of the pistol.
DeMott trying to time the snap count there.
3 down linemen for the Lakers. Walking this play clock all the way down 2-1. They finally get it off. DeMott trying to bring some pressure. Instead, Hammy's going to keep it up the middle on the draw. He's got the 1st down and more. Lakers are going to bottle him up, but not before he crosses the 45-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Kickapoo as the clock winds down here in quarter number 1. Well, we might get one more play. 6 seconds as they stop the clock to move the chains. Let's see if Kickapoo, no, they're going to be content to let that be the final play of the first quarter. Camdenton 14, Kickapoo nothing. That's your Smith and Gustafson score. Second quarter, Sammy inside the BG Tree Service Score Center after this. Laker football 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
Shh, I'm hiding. Where at Dave's Hideaway. Why? Well, there's no smoking, no pets. They have Wi-Fi, great barbecue pits, microwaves, refrigerators, best shower pressure at the lake, and the cleanest rooms. Coffee anytime, too. And they have great weekly rates.
Bob, where are you?
Oh, don't tell anyone, but I'm hiding at Dave's Hideaway, just west of the Camdenton Square on 54. Come join me at Dave's Hideaway, 873-7111.
Bob!
On 93.5 Rocks.
Kickapoo on the move in a moment, but right now let's get an update from around high school football. Sammy Stava's got it for us inside the BG Tree Service Score Center. Sammy.
Thank you, Brennan. Week 2 is officially underway and going on right now in Class 5, District 5. Helias leads Hickman 13-0 at the start of the second. Glendale leads West Plains 3-0 at the end of the first. And it's 6-0 Waynesville over Parkview in the second. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stoppa. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sammy. Wow, Luke, some low scores here at the start of this Friday night. And we've seen one here for a large portion of this first quarter, but the Lakers have tacked on a couple of scores. They're up 14-0. Kickapoo on the move. They've got 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Hammy, quick, fires it underneath, complete, inside the 50-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 yards. Bring up 2nd down here for the Chiefs at the Laker 45-yard line. Kickapoo on the plus side of the field.
Yeah, that's. I think that Kickapoo's finally got it settled in a little bit here on offense, but not after the Lakers took an early lead here. So
this is the play. This is the play that matters.
On 2nd down and 3. Lakers 3 down lineman. Hammy out of the pistol. 2 receivers to his right. Slot back to his right as well. Give it to Lapari up the middle, trying to move the pile. He's going to do it, and he's going to pick up the 1st down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 5, maybe 6 yards, and Kickapoo's going to move the chains again. Just underway here in the second quarter. It's 14-0 Camdenton.
Do believe we do have a flag on the play.
Top deck penalty flag. Top Deck, home of the 50-year deck with a showroom in Camdenton. Call 866-DECK IT OUT.
That's going to be a face mask against the Lakers. Just a 5-yard variety, but still keeps the drive alive for the Kickapoo Chiefs here. 1st and 10, 11 minutes, 48 seconds left in the half.
Lakers certainly winning the turnover battle. They'd like to continue to limit those penalties that were a bit of a bugaboo a week ago. 1st and 10, Kickapoo at the Laker 36-yard line. Lakers showing blitz, bringing some pressure, and eluding the pressure for a moment and forced out of bounds. I tell you what, both Stamper and Cedarwall got in his grill and forced him to get out of bounds and lose a few yards.
Yeah, but then Sam DeMott kind of finishes it off and puts him out of bounds. So that's 3 guys combining to make a sack there and put the Chiefs behind the chains.
Another perfectly timed blitz there. They're really getting a good jump on the snap count. But, Brendan, I wanted to touch, you were just talking about the turnovers. I just caught up with Coach Bruck, ex-defensive coordinator for the Lakers. We forced 7 turnovers, 19 against them. That was the most he ever remembers. Can they match that number tonight? That might be the record.
Yeah, and you guys, Jace, I tell you what, you guys could force some turnovers with some of the best Laker teams we've ever seen. Here's a completed pass inside the 30-yard line on 2nd down and long. It's going to be shy of the line to gain, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and much more manageable here for the Chiefs.
Frankie Valadovic checking in the ball game.
He got the start here tonight on that defensive front. Wasn't it great? Our Polylift player spotlight tonight was Garrett Hilton. And you said it, Luke. I'm not sure if you said it on the air, but Garrett might be the first player to talk about astronomy and meteorology as his favorite classes.
And then to go into a detailed description as to why and what he's learned.
I loved it. Our Polylift player spotlight tonight, Garrett Hilton.
Hogs are smart, buddy.
Yes, they are. We'll see more of Garrett coming up on that offensive line. Here's 3rd down and 3 for the Chiefs inside the 30-yard line. High snap for Hammy. Feels some pressure. Is going to step up and run with it. Spins out of a tackle. Then is stacked up at the 24-yard line. But it's going to be good enough for another Kickapoo 1st down. Hammy making some plays with his legs. It's 1st and 10. Kickapoo inside the Laker 25-yard line.
What I do like to see is that Laker defense all converging on the quarterback. He does pick up the 1st down, but he pays the price with several Lakers getting in on that hit. And you know, those hits tend to accumulate and makes him think twice when he runs the football.
1st and 10. Kickapoo at the Laker 23. Operating from the right hash. High snap again. Hammy again wants to tuck it and run. He's got some space, and he angles the near sideline, then cuts it back right. He's tackled from behind by Willard DeMott, but not before he picks up another 16 yards and a Kickapoo 1st and goal at the 8.
They put the moves on Shepard, but DeMott's able to make that tackle, but not before he gets inside the 10-yard line here, so it's going to be a goal-to-go situation.
Inside the Pacific Pools red zone. For the Chiefs, a chance for them to score for the first time tonight. They're starting to get on track a little bit on offense. Lakers need to make a play here. They have forced 3 turnovers tonight, and they've scored off 2 of them. On 1st and goal from the 8. Hammy another high snap. Give it to Lapari, running right, trying to cut it back left, and tackled at the ankles by Sam DeMott to bring him down after a gain of 3.
Kickapoo pulls a guard there with a little trap action, looking to clear some space. It's enough to get positive yardage. Right at the nose of the football, right at the 5-yard line. Going to have 3 chances from there, if they so choose. Late sub in for the Lakers there.
2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Another high snap. Lapari running right. He is met by Willard DeMott, who stopped his forward progress, got some help. But nice play by DeMott to stop Lapari before he could motor into the end zone. He is a little closer. It's 3rd and goal from the 2.
Generous spot from the...
Yeah, really generous spot.
For the officiating crew there. Looks like Kickapoo going to sub in an extra tackle here. Go a little jumbo set.
Hammy out of the pistol. Give it running right, breaking a tackle, and motoring into the end zone is Morgan Nichols, for a Kickapoo touchdown. There is a flag down at the goal line. .8:42 on the 2nd quarter clock.
Whitehead goes over to the Kickapoo sideline to explain, to ask if they want to take this penalty on the extra point or tack it onto the kickoff.
And I tell you what, Tyler Blecker did everything he could keep the ball carrier, Nichols, out of the end zone. Just couldn't quite do it. And Kickapoo's on the board here at the 8:42 mark in the second quarter. On now for the PAT is Paxton Weiner. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 14. Kickapoo 7. We got a game, folks. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly the Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business, supporting our local communities and employing local people. For lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, floor covering, kitchen cabinets, Valspar paint, and an extensive selection of windows and doors, stop by and let High Brothers help you. Meet the professional team at High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, South Highway 5, Camdenton. They have all the bases covered. High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to support high school baseball teams and broadcasts.
And butcher shop at thelake.com.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff coming up here. Visit yourlakeloan.com, located on Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call 573-746-7211. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Jace Nicholas down on the sideline. Sammy Stava inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach. So glad to have you here on this Labor Day weekend at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah, we've seen those explosive plays on defense so far for the Lakers. Have 2 touchdowns, but not necessarily explosive plays on offense. Maybe we can get some explosions here on the special teams.
Yeah, Kickapoo's done a good job of limiting that explosion, as you talked about, Luke. And kickoff into the end zone, a touchback. Lakers will begin 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We're going to get a timeout here. This might be a water break. Let's take a timeout as well. Let's do that here. With 8:42 to go in the second quarter. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly the Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
When you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start. You'll be amazed at the size and quality of selections we have to start your project. And with decades of design and plumbing expertise, no job is too big or too small for DKB. Call and schedule your appointment today. At DKB Showroom, we do kitchens and baths better. See our beautiful showroom in Osage Beach or visit dkbshowroom.com.
Regional home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Camdenton to start, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, moving left to right across your radio dial. 14-7, the Lakers lead it. Coming out of the water break timeout here, hydration break, if you will. I think that's what they technically call it, Luke.
That's a good scientific
term. H2O. On 1st and 10, Dernan fakes to his left and is going to get bottled up and dropped for a loss of about 7 yards. And 3 Kickapoo Chiefs found themselves there, including Morgan Nichols, who scored that touchdown a few moments ago.
Yeah, Cage just kind of pump faked there, didn't like what he saw, and just ate the sack there. Lived to fight another day, but now Lakers with their backs against the wall here a little bit.
And if you're getting pressure with just 3 or 4 guys, and you're dropping rush 3 here, an underneath throw for Edson is off the mark. Cade just looks a little out of sorts right now, Luke.
Yeah, and I don't, he's not feeling the pressure when it's there. I feel like he's getting ghost pressure when it's not there. And, for as sharp as he looked in the Jamboree and last week, we know he's got better plays in him.
He's facing 3rd down and 17 here from the Laker 13-yard line. Looks right, now left, now right again. Down the right boundary, looking for Edson into double coverage. Kyle goes up and makes a tremendous catch.
There's an explosive play from the offense, and that's the kind of play that Cade likes to make, is downfield, and a big first down for the Lakers there.
That's an Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Smarter move of the game, and that may as well be our winner. Could be our winner later on tonight. Great play. It's a butcher shop 1st down, and here's a handoff to Ford, and he's going to get stacked up and go nowhere. Maybe got half a yard. 2nd down on the way, but Lakers got out of the shadow of their own end zone there. They were starting to approach it.
Yeah, give him a little breathing room there. Ford does pick up positive yardage.
Got a yard. 2nd and 9. Moving left to right, 3 receivers left. Cade looks right, dumps it off there on the tunnel screen to Edson. Sheds one tackler, couldn't shed a couple more, but he does bring it out to the 44-yard line and a manageable, let's call it 3rd down and a long 3 here for the Lakers.
Yep, staying with that no huddle, but going to get right back on the ball. Well, they're going to come back and, there's a penalty. I didn't even see it. What did they call there? Jason, did you see that?
No, we're just talking about how we don't understand how Kyle brought that catch in. We just reviewed the film, and we still don't understand how he went up over, ripped the ball out. It was in the air. He came down, grabbed it. Great play. No, sorry, I missed the penalty. We're in all down here.
Well, it looks like it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, so
Josh was telling me it was an illegal formation, so someone was off the ball who shouldn't have been.
Yeah, erase the gain, and now looking at 2nd down and 14 for the Lakers as Kay Durnan takes the snap. Is going to throw down the numbers again here, incomplete. And again, looking for Edson, who's certainly a guy he's targeting almost every play right now, and rightfully so.
Yeah, that time he's almost double covered, at least 2 guys in the area. So Cade had to throw that ball where only his man could reach it, but just a bit outside.
3rd down, 14. Glad you're listening. 93.5 Rocks the Lake. KRMS TV 32.11 on your antenna-enabled television. Here's a snap that rolls to Edson. It took a bounce and found its way into Cade's arms, but that took him off balance, and he gets popped and dropped back at the 27-yard line. A major loss, and the Lakers are going to have to kick this ball away.
Yeah, I don't think even the rest of the offensive line was ready for that. That was a breakdown, a miscommunication on the snap count, a poor snap on top of it. It's going to force a Lakers punt here.
Fourth down and very long. Line drive kick. Nice kick. Heck of a job there. Look at Edson motor down the field after kicking the ball to try and help his fellow Lakers as the ball is spotted at the 21-yard line.
The Lakers offense is going to have to come to the sidelines, talk a few things over, clean a few things up. We've seen the potential of this Laker offense, but just haven't seen it tonight necessarily. And credit the Kickapoo defense. They came in tonight prepared. They certainly have athletes on the field, and they're using that all to their advantage.
Put 52 yards there, rough math, off the boot of Edson.
Certainly flipping the field. That's an explosive special teams play.
That's a look inside that football laboratory, Luke.
Brought to you by Lake Ozark Water and Sewer.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 21-yard line. Handoff up the middle, out to the 24-yard line. Nick Lipari, who is their between the tackles runner. Ball spotted at the 24.
The Lakers can slow things down here, get the ball back to their offense, and pad their lead a little bit before going in the half. That would be great, but most importantly, got to keep Kickapoo off the board and keep your lead here.
2nd down and 6. Fire it out to the flat and turning it upfield for a 1st down and then some out across the 40-yard line. Great pass and catch. And it's 1st and 10 Chiefs. Trey Christian moves the chains for Kickapoo.
And Kickapoo, Kickapoo started off a little rough on offense, but it looks like they found a few things that they like so far. A few of those drives obviously disrupted by turnovers.
From the 43. Give it up the middle. Lipari breaks one tackle. Breaks another as he lowers his shoulder across the 45. But Lakers did a good job to stop that forward motion and limits it to just 3 yards.
Kickapoo also utilizing a no-huddle look, taking signals from the sideline to get the plays in.
On 2nd and 7 between the hashes. At their own 46. Hammy has got time and now rolls out to his left as he feels some pressure. He wants to tuck it and run, angles the near sideline, forced out of bounds inside the 50. Going to be a little shy the line to gain. Willard DeMott over there, Sam DeMott over there.
Shepard in on that one as well.
Coming up on KRMS Osage Beach, top of the 8 o'clock hour, putt to the Motor Hut as they bring us to the top of the hour here on our Camdenton Laker broadcast. Thank you to the Motor Hut for being a part of these games once again here in 2023.
Did give him enough for the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10.
Ball at the 47-yard line, plus side of the field for the Chiefs out of the pistol. Hammy fakes it to his ball carrier, tried to fire it in the flat, and an acrobatic juggling catch for a 1st and 10. What a play and what a job by Paxton Wayner to keep his concentration on the football as he bobbled it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, Wayner's a senior, 6'3", 220 pounds, and showing off the hands there.
1st and 10 Chiefs. It's 14-7 Camdenton. 4:50 to go here in the second quarter. Handoff Lipari off left guard inside the 35-yard line down to about the 31.
Chiefs using tempo to their advantage here, trying to put the pressure on the Lakers.
2nd and 7, ball at the 31.
Lakers with enough time to make a couple subs here, get some fresh legs in there on the defensive line.
4:30 New Spring Wellness Center time check here to go in the second quarter. 14-7 Lakers out of the gun. Hammy's going to fire it underneath, incomplete. Great job over there to break up the pass. I tell you what, Sterling Cedarwall is all over the field tonight as he makes a play to break up that pass.
Yeah, Kickapoo trying to send their motion man to the sideline, really stretch this Laker defense and get the ball out there to the side, but the Lakers able to use their speed and their athleticism to string that out. Now Lakers are going to take a timeout here.
Kickapoo timeout with 3:58 to go in the second quarter. We'll take one as well. Kickapoo facing a 3rd down when we come back. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly the Boatless, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
When searching for a home loan, it's important to find a partner you can rely upon. Top producing mortgage team Mortgage Headquarters is here to help you find the perfect loan program that fits your needs. Whether it's your first home or your dream home, Mortgage Headquarters can help you own it. Their mortgage experts make it easy, helping you through every step of the process. Mortgage Headquarters is locally owned and operated with over 24 years of serving the Lake area. Visit lakeloan.com. Call 573-302-9990. NMLS 1229111.
With Top Deck. We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Don't forget, Lake West Excavating helps power all of our social media. Follow 93.5 Rocks the Lake on Facebook, Sammy at Camdenton on Twitter, and then Jace and Jake are doing a great job on their TikTok, KRMS Sports TikTok. Follow all of their stuff there. It's all powered by Lake West Excavating. Here's a 3rd down for Hammy. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got the 1st down and then some, tripped up by Sam DeMott, but not before Hammy picks up another 1st down just shy of the Pacific Pools red zone.
Just under 4 minutes left here in the half. Obviously, Kickapoo has plenty of time to score here. If I were them, I would probably try to slow things down here a little bit to make sure you don't leave any time on the clock for the Lakers. But if the Lakers can come up with another turnover, it would certainly change things for the Lakers.
Yeah, 1st and 10 Chiefs out of the gun. Lipari motions now left side of Hammy, flanked him to the left. 3 receivers right. Hammy the snap, looking left, is going to throw left underneath. In and out of the hands of Lipari. Could not bring it in, incomplete. He's going to be pretty disappointed with himself after that.
Yeah, had an opportunity to pick up yards after the catch after that as well. But it does stop the clock with 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Lakers lead 14-7 here.
3:22 to go in the first half. New Spring Wellness Center time check.
The trips bunched over there to the far side of the field.
Yeah, first time they've used that formation, I think, tonight. On 2nd and 10. Hammy throws complete on the post. Extending for the goal line, touchdown. Kickapoo, 20 yards. Hammy to Trey Christian, and they're a PAT away from tying this game up.
Well, made that one look easy. Kickapoo offense, obviously, as I mentioned, those turnovers really kind of the one thing that stopped them early in the game. They've able to clean that up and now moving the ball seemingly at will against this Purple Haze defense.
And he had time to throw on that play, Luke. PAT on the way. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Yes, Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 14, Kickapoo 14. But the Lakers get the ball back when we return. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly. Live Boatless, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
If you have a residential or commercial new construction project, remember Ireland Construction. They handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake. Russell, Ireland. Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786. It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth, Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, Jace Nicholas down on the sidelines. And Jace, that's a pretty impressive offensive series there moments ago by the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Yeah, and we kind of got into some weird defensive sets, and guys got out of their assignments. The touchdown, and there's a 15-yard strike there. The corner was supposed to press and get that man off his route, and then come up and cover the bubble route that was ran behind that post. Instead, he missed the press, and then the safety didn't have time to get in that throwing lane, and then you saw the touchdown there, of course.
Chase's updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical HMI Fireplace Shop. That is another deep kick on your First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. Lakers will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And suddenly the momentum, Luke, in this game swung pretty decidedly here to the Kickapoo side.
Yeah, and like I said, those turnovers that the Lakers able to take advantage of 3 of them, but not that third, but not all of them. And so now here they are. They got 3 minutes, 14 seconds to work with. Obviously, this quick straight offense can do that, but tonight haven't shown the ability to get the big chunk yards, except for that one Edson catch on the sideline that took a miracle catch to complete.
On first and 10, Mitchell seeks getting involved. The handoff as he motions into the backfield, and Mitchell cuts it back right. Little shimmy shake there to bring it out to the 25. Mitchell had a big play last week on a long touchdown, Luke. I don't mind seeing number 1 getting his hands on the football every now and then.
Yeah, and he's got some fresh legs coming into the ball game, trying to follow his block by Carson George, pulling out there to the left side.
Thank High Brothers bringing us those Hoggies making plays. Oh, and almost a telegraph pass there by Durnan. Does complete it to his brother Carson, and we haven't had a lot of Durnan to Durnan receptions here tonight.
Yeah, after that first play in the Jamboree was Durnan to Durnan, and then we saw it early last week as well. I think the defense has kind of caught on to that, and they're paying special attention to number 11. They don't like that 7-11 hookup.
You get a whistle and a stoppage here with 2:20 left on the second quarter clock. I don't think it was a penalty flag. Not sure if it might have been an issue with the clock. They want to wind the clock. It will wind. The Lakers facing 3rd down and 3. Fake it to Seeks. Nice job. Woo. The quarterback and running back waited, and instead of handing it off, Cade keeps it himself. A big first down run, a butcher shop first down.
Yeah, that first down stops the clock with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here. Plenty of time to work with, but got to get some urgency here.
Ball at the 33, moving left to right. Cade with time. Pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. He's going to throw underneath. Wide open. Edson's got some room. Nice cutback. Has the first down and more. Lowers his shoulder across the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 to the 49. It's a gain of 17 yards. A butcher shop first down. We're also inside the Serdike Yamaha 2-minute warning.
Yeah, 2 timeouts to work with for the Lakers here. Clock stops as they reset the chains. Going to snap this ball with about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in that half.
Lakers trying to get into a rhythm here. They haven't really moved the ball that well when going the length of the field from the 49. There's that tunnel screen to Edson, and he's going to get dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a 2-yard loss. And now suddenly behind the chains, clock running, nearing 90 seconds to go here in the half.
Gannon Benton, the 6'3 senior for the Chiefs, right on top of that one.
They're going to mark the ball just barely behind the chain. So really 2nd and a long 10 here. Forward progress stopped there. Out of the Purple Tide, 5 wide. Durden with time with that 3-man rush. Looks downfield, and is just going to throw it away. And losing his helmet on the play was our guy Garrett Hilton, our polylift player spotlight tonight.
So yeah, he's going to have to take a seat real quick and get that adjusted as Tyler's going to come in the ball game for him there. But it does stop the clock, gives the Lakers a chance to kind of catch their breath here a little bit.
1st and 10 Lakers. Maybe 3rd and 10 Lakers at their own 49-yard line. From the right hash, maybe getting a new play. Clock at 1:09 after he threw the ball out of bounds. Cade standing in the pocket, 3-man rush. Faked the throw and tried to run it, and just maybe not quite decisive enough. Dragged down after a short gain. It's going to be 4th down, and that's where this defense, Luke, they're making it very difficult for Cade to decide, do I want to throw it, do I want to extend the play, or do I want to tuck it and run?
Yeah, they're taking away his first read on almost every play. That forces him to look to his secondary read, and they've oftentimes taken that away. And at this point, the Lakers, it looks like they're going to be satisfied with going into the halftime.
The offense staying on the field on 4th and 7. Durden fires incomplete. Intercepted. And taking it the other way. Inside the 25-20, 15-10-5. It's a Kickapoo touchdown, a pick 6. Going the other way is Peyton Wolf. A disaster for the Lakers as the half was getting ready to end. 16 seconds left on the second quarter clock, and Kickapoo, for the first time tonight, has the lead.
Wow. Of all the things to happen there, that is the worst possible outcome. Man, Lakers had an opportunity, at one point had a clear opportunity to go in with the lead. Then you were just satisfied with the tie. And then now instead the Lakers are going to be staring down a 7-point deficit if this extra point is good.
We're going to keep it here after the PAT. Your Smith & Gustafson law firm score is Kickapoo 21, Camdenton 14. The Lakers at one point tonight led this game 14-0. Kickapoo had committed 3 turnovers. Now, suddenly the biggest turnover of the night is a pick 6 that goes the other way for the Chiefs. And as you were getting ready to say there, Luke, here's Camdenton content with going to the locker room with a 14-14 score. And instead you snap the ball and you think, okay, maybe an arm punt, you throw the ball deep, you see what happens. Instead, Cade throws his fastball right into the arms of Wolf, and he takes it the distance.
Yeah, breaking several tackles along the way, weaving his way through. Obviously, it's the offensive players out there, but it's unable to bring him down on that one. The Lakers have 16 seconds to work with here, but with the way this offense is running, I think you're going to just take your knee, take your 7, and realize you're going to get the opening kickoff of the second half.
And you hate to see, I guess it could work both ways. It could cut both ways. A really deflating play. I guess if you're going to have that happen right before the half, to maybe the morale can be built back up. But on the other side of that coin, suddenly you got to sit and stew on that thing, Luke, for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to give the coaches obviously some coaching points at halftime. But man, I think there was a lot. They had plenty to talk about halftime anyway. But
our First State Bank Mortgage team last in kickoff, and it's another bomb that goes deep into the end zone and another touchback. Lakers have not had opportunities to make plays on the kickoff tonight. 16 seconds left. My goodness, the air has just been sucked out of this stadium too.
Yeah, it was it's quite the turn of events. The Lakers, up 14, and then Kickapoo storms back with 21 unanswered points against the Lakers, and the momentum's clearly on the side of the Chiefs at this point.
And
Hi, this is Jason.
That was the Lakers +3 in the turnover department. Now suddenly still +2, but the biggest turnover we've seen here tonight directly leads to 6 points in the Kickapoo scoring column.
Let's see how Cade's able to respond here, the senior leader at quarterback.
Forward motions into the backfield. He is going to throw. And he is hit as he's thrown, and he's picked off again. And the Chiefs have it at the 31-yard line. A flag flies in at the end. Unbelievable.
Flag's near the Kickapoo sideline. I don't know if it's an excessive celebration situation over there. Maybe some sort of sideline warning. Yeah, it is a sideline warning because they came off the field on that one after the turnover. But, man, now all of a sudden the Lakers facing a 7-point deficit. They have 9 seconds to keep Kickapoo out of the end zone.
Anthony Etherly with the pick. Durnan was hit as he threw. And the Chiefs, with 9 seconds, at least a couple of attempts towards the end zone here, I would think. Let's see.
Yeah, what do you got to lose here at this point?
And their kicker, at least on kickoffs, has certainly shown to be a weapon. On 1st and 10.
The wheel route.
Hammy's going to throw it deep down the right sideline, incomplete, looking for Lipari. 3 seconds left, and now you're, again, in field goal territory, which would be about 47, 48 yards. Or you, again, chuck it to the end zone one more time.
Yeah, I think the Lakers just, back up.
There, to borrow a phrase once upon a time from Luke Hagedorn, Lakers look stunned right now.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot to talk about here.
And this half isn't over yet. We're going to get one more timeout here from the Chiefs. We'll keep it here. My goodness. Jace, down there on the sideline, what are you seeing down there, buddy?
Everyone's kind of a little bit shocked. Things happen super quickly, but it's just assignment football. They weren't doing their jobs. I didn't like the play call there on that pick 6. You could have ran the clock down to 16 seconds, rolled out, had a long 10-second play, throw it to the end zone. Your guy, number 3, is hot, right? Throw the ball to him in the end zone. Give him a shot. If it falls dead, there's 6 seconds left, and the opposing team has to go 70 yards. I didn't love it. You see it kind of went wonky. Obviously not how they drew it or planned it up, but there's probably a reason we're not calling plays here. Well, what I wouldn't do right here is if I was Camdenton on defense, I would not go into prevent. I would drop my safety a little bit deeper and play my corners just a little bit deeper. But if they give them too much cushion, and with these athletes Kickapoo has, if they get a ball off underneath over the middle, they're going to have a chance to run it in. I would play my regular defense with just a little bit more space.
2nd and 10 from the 30. Hammy rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Is going to throw for the end zone, going up to bat the ball down, and it's caught for another Kickapoo touchdown. Unbelievable.
Gonna make me eat my word.
Wow. I have never seen anything like it. As we reach triple zeros on the clock, Kickapoo scores twice in less than 30 seconds.
That's why you're coached to bat the ball down. Down, down, down. If you tip it up, unfortunately, there's a chance that the other team can grab it.
27 unanswered points.
We got to go to the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report here. The kick is up. And, we're not quite going yet.
Yeah, flag there over on the far sideline. Against the Lakers.
27-14, Kickapoo leads it on what amounts to a Hail Mary touchdown going 30 yards. Now we're just trying to clean it up here with the point after touchdown. It wasn't that long ago in this game, folks. The Lakers led it 14-0. And here's another flag. Another top deck penalty flag. This one against the Lakers as well. But I believe the kick it's offside against the Lakers. I'm going to try it one more time. Almost at a loss of words here, guys. Inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions thrown in under a minute. One is a pick 6, the other leads to a Hail Mary 30-yard touchdown at the end of the half. And we're not to halftime quite yet. Still waiting on that PAT, and let's see if Kickapoo wants to try and go for 2, and I think they will. They're going to try for a 2-point conversion now as they move a little bit closer. Hammy will hand it off, and strolling into the end zone for a 2-point conversion is Morgan Nichols. But yes, another penalty flag is down. This one should take us to the break now, as we wait to see what the top deck penalty is. Procedure against the Chiefs. So we'll try it one more time. The 4th attempt at a point after touchdown. We've seen 2 kicks. Now we've seen an attempt at 2. And now a procedure call backs the Chiefs up a little bit, and they'll try a kick again. I mean, just what's happened in the last minute of this game has been mind-boggling. This time the kick is good. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Kickapoo 28, Camdenton nothing. Your Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report is coming up. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly the Boatless, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
At Jennings Insurance Group, we specialize in retirement solutions and employee benefits. We use insurance as a tool to positively impact the lives of those we serve. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible coverage and the knowledge to use it. Your team at Jennings provides a holistic approach to retirement solutions using tools to help with comprehensive will and trust documentation, assistance in funding trust, medical directives, and powers of attorney. We work with many companies, but we work for our clients. Health insurance strategies are a big part of financial planning. It is one of the 5 financial risks that we address. At Jennings, we'll address other financial risks, including inflation, taxes, market volatility, and longevity. Call or visit Jennings Insurance Group online today and learn more about how we can help you protect what matters most.
Let's review the first half of action. The halftime show is sponsored by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Now, here's Brendan Matthews, Lou Cagadorn, and Jace Nicholas.
I'm going to welcome you back to Bob Shore Stadium, where the Camdenton Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 28-14 after going out to a 14-0 lead early on, giving up 28 unanswered points. And it's a rough quarter there. I mentioned one of the coaches as they were leaving the press box to the locker room. They said, man, what a rough quarter. And my halftime guest and I heard that and agreed. But proud to bring on what's become almost an annual tradition here. One of my, guys I went to school with, a guy I looked up to, a guy who's certainly made an impact in this community.
Because I'm taller than you, right?
Yeah, that amongst other reasons.
Correct.
But the Honorable Michael Gilly. Michael, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you having me on, and I after that quarter, I hope you have me back. And hopefully we still have an audience. Hopefully the radios haven't flown out the windows after that quarter. But that was very good.
It was a rough one, and for me and Brendan to be as speechless as we were there, it was a difficult last minute of that half, man. But let's forget about that for now and talk about you a little bit. We're going to talk about some of the work you do with the foundation. We're going to talk about the Camdenton Laker basketball program. But first, talk about you and your trajectory. You come to Camdenton, you go off to Arizona State.
Correct.
You come back home. You're in private practice for a while,
right?
And then you run for prosecutor. You
right.
Win that race. You're in that role for a little bit, and as Matt Hamner gets elevated up to the circuit court judge, you get appointed to the
Correct.
associate spot.
It's almost like in sports. You have a coaching carousel, and when I was elected prosecuting attorney, and then Matt Hamner, another graduate of Camdenton, he was an associate circuit judge in Camden County, and he was appointed to fill a vacancy for a circuit judge position. When you turn age 70, you age out, as they call it. Even if you're in the middle of a term, you're gone. And the governor has to replace you, and so Judge Hamner got filled to replace that, and I got filled to replace his position.
So you've been on the bench for a while now. Like you said, first you're appointed to the bench, and then you actually have to go up for election. You have to put your name up back on the ballot. After running for prosecutor, you go back on the ballot again, and fortunately, you get yourself in there.
Correct. Every 4 years, yes, I am at the mercy of the good voters of Camden County, and so I appreciate everybody's support, and I'm very proud to serve the county.
Talk about your experience on the bench. What are some things that maybe have surprised you about your experience on the bench? And then I'm going to come back with another question about how you feel like you've impacted the community from that.
Well, I would leave that up to the community members to answer that one for me. It's when you're a judge, you don't get a lot of feedback, quite frankly, and your Lady Justice is she's blind, so you just have to take each case as they come and try to do the right thing under the laws as written.
Well, like I said, you did private practice. You were the prosecutor for a while. Now on the bench, does law school prepare you for all those different roles that you've been able to go through, or is it kind of on-the-job training?
It's on-the-job training. I can almost guarantee probably none of my law professors are listening to this, so I have no problem saying law school, it teaches you to think a certain way, and yes, you do learn the law, but there's a lot of on-the-job training. There is the school of hard knocks that comes with it. The scar tissue is the best way to learn how to practice law. And trust me, any lawyer who's been around long enough, you will have the scars, and that is how you learn from the job.
Much like sports, the legal system it takes a team to make it happen. Around here in Camden County, we have several guys on the bench who are, like, as you mentioned, Matt Hamner, an alumni from here. You got folks all up and down the judicial system, whether it's clerks or just other staff folks. A lot of folks have to come together to make the judicial system work. What has that been like for you to be a part of that team?
Well, I think it's just leadership. You have to, in order to keep any organization running well, you have to be able to lead by example. And one of the things, I try to remain very patient, very calm. I think as a judge, you have to remain patient and calm. And I can tell you it was hard as I was watching the end of that quarter, standing waiting to come in here. My cell phone did not go over the back of the bleachers, but you have to remain calm, and that's I think one of the attributes that really helps me with that job.
Talked about your impact on the community. One of the things you've been able to do is the Education Foundation here at Camdenton. What a great organization, doing great things. First of all, explain to the folks who may not be aware. We talk about it a lot with some of the guests that come up here. You amongst them, Judge Hamner as well has discussed it in the past. But what is the foundation? How does that work?
It's a separate board. It's comprised of folks within the community. There are 2 school board members on the board, and Dr. Kirksey, our superintendent, is on the board. What we do is we oversee and manage funds, scholarship funds, that give out tens of thousands of dollars each year to students. The fundraiser that we have annually is called the Elegant Evening. It's usually in mid-April, and it's an exhibition, a fine arts exhibition for our students. There's artwork, the bel cantos, the jazz band performs, and the culinary arts department prepares the dinner. And we also have the Hall of Leaders that we recognize, and we're actually taking nominations for Hall of Leaders. I believe they're due by December 1st. If you know of a outstanding alumni, a retired faculty member, or what we call a friend of the district, you can nominate them and put them up for consideration for the Hall of Leaders, and they will be recognized at our Elegant Evening, which I believe at this time is, I think we're looking at April 19th. I don't believe it's set in stone yet, but that's primarily what the foundation board does.
And as you mentioned, such a cool event to not only raise money, but really highlight the kids in our district and all the great programs that we like to highlight. Obviously, on Friday nights, between the band and the football team, they kind of get the spotlight. But that's an evening where some other kids, maybe involved in some other things, get a chance to kind of show what they do.
The meals are amazing. They prepare all the food. They serve the food. The performances are amazing. And the children at the school district, they do amazing things other than what we see out on the athletic fields, for sure.
Talking with Michael Gilly here. And, Michael, you were a former Laker yourself, played some basketball up and down on the hardwood. And that's kind of the program near and dear to your heart. You were always rooting us on Friday nights, and then we try to return the favor with our cheering section for you guys.
I believe you tried to call it the loaf for a while.
Yeah.
You tried to come up with your own name for the student section, and something about a bread loaf. I don't. It never took off for good reason. But yeah, it's it's a tortured existence playing basketball at Camdenton. We do have a lot of history here, but it is kind of like playing basketball at Alabama. It's whereas Kickapoo, our opponent tonight in football, it's like Kentucky, and their basketball program is definitely an A-list program, and a lot of the programs we play in the Ozark Conference, it's a difficult conference for basketball, and so Daniel Edson has taken over last year and did it at a phenomenal job. We beat a very good Rolla team in districts last year, and we have a lot of history here at Camdenton when it comes to basketball. Last year we had a young man by the name of Aaron Pogue. I believe he's playing at Westminster now. And going back to our day, we had Jeff Carey that played at Kansas. One of the coolest things, I think, was when he got to play in the Final Four and hearing Jim Nance in the Final Four say, "End of the game, Jeff Carey from Camdenton, Missouri." And Alan Jeffries, one of the top 20 all-time leading scorers at Central Missouri, and Brad Mulder, and all those guys that we've had over the years.
I know Brad tunes into this broadcast from time to time.
Well, he can send me a message. I just dropped your name, Brad.
There you go. Yeah, and as you mentioned, Aaron was able to score over 1,000 points this year, joined the 1,000-point club. What a cool deal that was. I happened to be down there broadcasting on our sister station, 104.9 Bangin' the Twang, their country station, and I was down there in California when he made that mark of 1,000 points. Right. And what an achievement for a kid who just worked so hard at it.
Right, yeah, and I believe we had won 3 games each of the past 2 years, and then I believe we ended up with a 500 record last year, which was outstanding. It really was outstanding.
I think the future is bright in Lakerland on the hardwood. But, we've been wrapping things up here with the Honorable Michael Gilly, your Associate Circuit Court Judge here in Camden County. Circuit 26?
26th Circuit.
26th Circuit. I get my terminology right. Any other last-minute messages or words of encouragement to Laker Nation?
No, I think just hang in there. I think we're going to pull it. I think we're going to figure this out in the second half, I think.
That's Michael Gilly. I'm Luke Hagedorn. This is your Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Stay tuned for stats, highlights, and more on your home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
From total joint replacement to the times that matter most, our commitment runs deep.
Out here, things become clear. We learn a bit more about ourselves and discover that the deepest bonds start at the surface. We might not know where the day will take us, but we can always trust Yamaha to put us in the center of everything we love about the water.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
It's the original regional home for Laker football. 93.5 Rocks.
It's the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 28-14 with less than a minute to go. The score was 14-14. Well, let's let you hear it for yourself. It's our Stover Carpet and Drapery highlights. It got wild in the final few seconds. Take a listen. On second down and long, again, still behind the chain. Some pressure as Hammy throws, and it's intercepted. And that's Shepard who brings the ball inside the 20-yard line. Mark it down as an Oak Star Bank play to bank on. 2nd and 5. Ball at the Laker 46-yard line. Give it to Beasley again. Tried to bounce it outside and could not. Throw it backward. How about a play? Joshua Balderas stacking up the ball carrier.
What a great job by number 65 beating this man.
Here comes some pressure. Cedar Wall forces a fumble. The ball is out. The ball is out. The Lakers pick it up at the 26-yard line. Fumble recovery brought all the way out to the 15.
Sterling Cedarwall with the shot on the quarterback to knock the ball loose.
Durnan trying to move in the pocket, and he connects back in the end zone to Kyle Edson. And the Lakers are on the board. They convert 4th and goal from the 4.
And a little no-look pass there.
Hammy to throw to his left underneath, and he connects. And then the ball came out again. The ball came out again. The Lakers say they have it, and they do. And I think DeMont might have come away with the football, but somebody got caught there. On 3rd and goal from the 4. Cade wants to keep it, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, and then got popped at the end. That's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Chiefs. A top deck penalty for sure. 3rd down and 17 here from the Laker 13-yard line. Looks right, now left, now right again. Down the right boundary, looking for Edson into double coverage. Kyle goes up and makes a tremendous catch.
There's an explosive play from the offense, and that's the kind of play that Cade likes to make, is downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Hammy throws complete on the post, extending for the goal line touchdown. Kickapoo, 20 yards. Hammy to Trey Christian, and they're a PAT away from tying this game up. 3rd down and 17 here from the Laker 13-yard line. Looks right, now left, now right again. Down the right boundary, looking for Edson into double coverage. Kyle goes up and makes a tremendous catch.
There's an explosive play from the offense, and that's the kind of play that Cade likes to make, is downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Hammy throws complete on the post, extending for the goal line touchdown. Kickapoo, 20 yards. Hammy to Trey Christian, and they're a PAT away from tying this game up. Offense staying on the field on 4th and 7. Durnan fires, intercepted, and taking it the other way. Inside the 25-20, 15-10-5. It's a Kickapoo touchdown, a pick 6. Going the other way is Peyton Wolf. And there you go. They're your Stover Carpet and Drapery highlights from the first half, and a couple you missed a couple of the late touchdowns as the Chiefs put 2 on the board in the final 30 seconds to put themselves up right now 28-14. It's the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. We'll come back. Sammy's got a look inside the BG Tree Service Score Center after this. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Being a successful Laker athlete takes hard work, discipline, and teamwork, much like our work here at Polylift Boat Lifts. If you envision your team being the best, you will be the best. The effort you put into building your team and working together as one unit always pays off. And remember, Lakers, who's got it better than us? Congratulations to all the Laker athletes from all of us at Polylift Boat Lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Poly lifts.
If you have a residential or commercial new construction project, remember Ireland Construction. They handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake. Russell Ireland, Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business, supporting our local communities and employing local people. For lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, floor covering, kitchen cabinets, Valspar paint, and an extensive selection of windows and doors, stop by and let High Brothers help you. Meet the professional team at High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, South Highway 5, Camdenton. They have all the bases covered. High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to support high school baseball teams and broadcasts.
On 93.5 Rocks. Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Camdenton trails Kickapoo 28-14. But let's right now head into our BG Tree Service Score Center. Sammy Stava standing by. We'll see how many games are at the half right now. A lot of action going on. Sammy, take it away.
Yes, thanks, Brennan. It is halftime around week 2 and going on right now in Class 5, District 5. Elias is up big over Hickman, 34-6 at the half. Meanwhile, West Plains leads Glendale 21-3 at the half. That's 21 unanswered points for the Zizzers. Waynesville is up on Parkview 14-0 at the half. And in college football for the folks down in Springfield, Missouri State trails Kansas 17-10 at the half. In Lawrence, but the Bears are certainly hanging in there. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sammy. Let's go Bears, right, as they take on the Beakers out there. Actually, we just got done talking about Kansas. Luke did with the Honorable Michael Gilley.
Yeah, we're talking about Jeff Carey. I always have to admit I was a Jayhawks fan for 5 years when one of my best friends was playing basketball for him. So I gotta take that.
Well, Sammy, inside our BG Tree Service Score Center, visit bgtreellc.com for your next project and to request a quote. Call 573-552-1138. Second half is coming up. This has been the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Second half on the way. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business.
Out here, things become clear. We learn a bit more about ourselves and discover that the deepest bonds start at the surface. We might not know where the day will take us, but we can always trust Yamaha to put us in the center of everything we love about the water. Out here, things become...
At Jennings Insurance Group, we specialize in retirement solutions and employee benefits. We use insurance as a tool to positively impact the lives of those we serve. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible coverage and the knowledge to use it. Your team at Jennings provides a holistic approach to retirement solutions using tools to help with comprehensive will and trust documentation, assistance in funding trust, medical directives, and powers of attorney. We work with many companies, but we work for our clients. Health insurance strategies are a big part of financial planning. It is one of the 5 financial risks that we address. At Jennings, we'll address other financial risks, including inflation, taxes, market volatility, and longevity. Call or visit Jennings Insurance Group online today and learn more about how we can help you protect what matters most.
Now, get ready for more Camdenton Lakers high school football action with Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, and Jace Nicholas from the Kenny Carroll broadcast booth.
28-14, your score, getting ready for the third quarter. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside that Kenny Carroll excavating broadcast booth. And Luke, some stats from the first half powered by Econo Live Boat Lift.
Yeah, on the ground, the Lakers ran the ball 12 times for 14 yards. They completed 12 passes for 61 yards, while Kickapoo was able to rush the ball 18 times for 35 yards and passed the ball 11 completions for 136 yards, but it was the turnover battle that was really the deal there. The Lakers had 1 interception and 2 fumble recoveries, while the Kickapoo Chiefs were able to have 2 interceptions, and of course one of those was a pick 6 that really kind of flipped the game here. But the biggest stat to me, Brendan, is the 28 unanswered points after the Lakers go up 14-0.
And the fact that the last 14 came in under a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah, and it was kind of unbelievable, and it's one of those things you got to be an etch-a-sketch at this point. Kind of shake your head at halftime, forget about that first half, and see what you can do here in the second half.
Let's check in down to the sidelines. Jason Nicholas, his updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, what are you getting down there from the fellas?
Talked to Coach Pitts, talked to several players, talked to Coach McDuffie. The answer is the same. Got to take care of the football. We got to get into better field position. A lot of those guys are pissed off about that last play. Ticked off, sorry, live air. Everyone at home, I'm sorry. I'm getting used to this. New thing for me. Anyway, I digress. They need to take better care of the football, and they need to get in better field position. A lot of those guys are angry about how that last Hail Mary type play went, and they're looking to take revenge on defense. They think it was lucky, and Kickapoo really only had 2 drives where they moved the ball any distance, any length of the field. The others were just put in poor field position. So I feel like the defense is doing pretty well. The offense just calms down, takes what's given to them, care of the football. They're going to be just fine.
Chase, don't worry, that's the player in you coming out, and I think we're almost at 9 o'clock, so we're probably okay with that. His updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical. His eyebrows, by the way, sponsored by HMI Fireplace Shop. Luke, man, this is, I feel like this, again, Lakers get the ball to start the half. That's some good news.
Yeah, that is the good news, and that was the kind of thing we were relying on going in until the wheels kind of fell off the bus there. So, but you don't have to necessarily score on this first drive. But if you do, it really changes the complexion of this game and really gives you a lot of confidence going forward.
First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff for the Lakers, and this has been a real weapon here for the Chiefs, kicking the football, and they will do it again. Angle, short corner of the end zone, and the Lakers are going to bring it out. That's Borbay, who clears a tackle at the 20 and then is popped at the 28-yard line, but a nice return there from the goal line to bring it out, and the Lakers have probably their best field position on a kickoff tonight.
Yeah, and the yardage is good, but I think that just that mental boost of something positive happening coming out of the first half after the disastrous end of the half, to have something positive happen at the beginning of the second half can go a long way to kind of get things rolling here for the Lakers.
And again, to kind of take a look at your High Brothers Laker Hoggies here, how many linemen are the Chiefs going to rush here? Are you going to rush 3? Are you going to rush 4? They've been rushing 3, and the Lakers haven't been able to figure that out. They're rushing 3 here, and they're dropping everybody else back. But Durnin to Durnin across the 35-yard line, and the brothers hook up for 11 yards. There you go. A quick, decisive throw there, Luke. A nice job by the Hoggies giving Cade that protection.
Yeah, you go back to what you're comfortable with, and Durnin to Durnin, the 7-11 connection there.
Butcher Shop first down. Cade looks right, now left. Now he does want to tuck it and run. Almost broke a tackle, but twisted down at the 44, gain of 3. But he was more decisive there. He decided he wanted to run, Luke, and he did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was probably emphasized by the coaching staff. If you're gonna, whatever you do, make a decision, commit to it.
2nd and 7 from their own 43, operating from the left hash. Cade looking left, pump fake left. Now looks over the middle. Now rolls out to his left, trying to extend the play. Is going to lob one down the boundary, and he throws it out of bounds. Borbay was the nearest receiver. And again, that time he decided, I'm going to throw the ball, extend the play, just wasn't anybody open. And that's where, again, dropping the number of defenders that Kickapoo has into coverage. And rushing 3, sometimes rushing 4, but I'll tell you what, rushing 3, they've gotten to the quarterback a couple times here.
Yeah, getting that pressure on with some dudes.
This is 3rd and 7 from the 43, critical 3rd down. Again, Chiefs rush 3. And feeling some pressure is Cade from his blind side, throwing down the seam, caught by Edson. Number 3's making some plays. And I'll tell you what, it's another nominee for our Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Smarter Move of the game. It's a nominee here tonight.
And Edson using his 6', 375 pound frame to put his body in between himself and the defender and the football.
If he was 375 feet, my goodness.
Yes.
Touchdown every play. This is a handoff running left for Blake Ford. He's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards. Starting to see that Laker offensive line get a little more of a surge here, fellas.
And sometimes that's all it takes, a couple good, positive plays, positive interactions, and the defensive line start to wear down a little bit.
Left side of that line, Garrett Hilton, our Polylift Boatlift player spotlight tonight, as Durnin rolling right on 2nd down, extending the play. He throws it down the boundary, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. And again, trying to extend the play, giving his receivers an opportunity to get open. And we've seen guys get open here tonight. He's just gotta watch out for that mistake. Really wasn't making any until the final minute of the first half, where 2 interceptions. One led to a pick six, the other a Hail Mary touchdown. Just the odds of that happening against the Lakers here in their building were astronomical, and they managed to hit here tonight. This is 3rd down and 5 for the Lakers inside their own 30. It's 28-14. First couple minutes of the second half. Moving right to left. Cade getting a new play, I think, from the sideline here.
14 seconds to work with on the play clock here, so plenty of time there.
Takes the snap. Rushing 3. Swinging it out on a screen and getting twisted down. A TFL and a big loss as Edson brought in the ball, but loses maybe a half dozen yards in the process. And now the Lakers have to operate behind the sticks on 4th down.
Yeah, he was trying to retreat there to kind of find a hole in the defense, but instead he gave up that yardage, and they made a short tackle there.
An athletic D backfield for the Chiefs. They've got some players back there. On 4th and 11, Lakers go for it. Cade's going to fire here in the flat. Reception made by Shepard. Turns on the afterburners. He's forced out of bounds right near the line to gain. Depends on the spot. He's going to get it. A butcher shot, first down.
Shepard getting just enough with the tippy toes on the Lakers sideline there.
We got a generous spot there. I love this spot, don't get me wrong, but it was generous.
Inside the Pacific Pools red zone for the Lakers, trailing at 28-14. Critical opening possession of this half, down by 2 touchdowns, and a chance to get on the board here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 inside the Pacific Pools red zone of the 19. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. On the short side of the field, Cade rolling to the long side. Is going to throw on the run. Connects with Borbet to the pylon. Touchdown Lakers, 19 yards, and they're within a score here in the 3rd quarter.
What a play by Borbet. He catches that ball inside the 5, makes a spin, and gets it in there for the 6.
And I was going to say, what a throw by Cade, because he had to throw it in a window there. Borbet had some coverage on him. Bringing up the replay here in our Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Go ahead, Chase.
It's a designed rollout. That play has been there. That ball just has to be thrown pretty quickly. He's like, Cade's been a little bit hesitant to get the ball out when it's open, but he did it there. I think that'll give him confidence. Just throw that ball later.
Again, reactions, decision-making. Got to make those decisions lightning fast. Here's Willard DeMott for the PAT. The Lakers score in 2.5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Kick is up, and the kick is good. The Lakers trail now 28-21. Your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Shh, I'm hiding. Where? At Dave's Hideaway. Why? Well, there's no smoking, no pets. They have Wi-Fi, great barbecue pits, microwaves, refrigerators, best shower pressure at the lake, and the cleanest rooms. Coffee anytime, too. And they have great weekly rates.
Bob, where are you?
Oh, don't tell anyone, but I'm hiding at Dave's Hideaway, just west of the Camdenton Square on 54. Come join me at Dave's Hideaway, 873-7111.
Bob!
Three.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
Well, we've talked about momentum here tonight, and maybe it swung back in the favor of the Lakers. They take the opening kickoff, march down the field 19 yards. Cade Durnin to Owen Borbet, extending the play, making something happen, and the Lakers trail 28-21, right back in this thing.
Durnin to Borbet, extending the play, making some hay. What a day, what a day. I could keep going, but I decided I shouldn't.
But you're rhyming so well.
Well, you know, it's my aspiration as a rapper.
I think that might have fallen by the wayside a while ago.
I got the rhymes. I think got the
okay. Well, we've got coming up here momentarily. See if the Lakers can. Now they had that planned onside kick last week as a First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. I don't think you go for an onside here, though.
But they did looks like they picked up a penalty. So
Whether DeMott to kick the ball away. Line drive, end over end kick, fielded at the 11-yard line. Out across the 20, 25, spun down at the 31, a return of 19, maybe 20 yards there by Trey Christian. He's got a touchdown tonight. And let's see what the Chiefs look like now without a short field. Or, taking the ball back what amounted to about 68 yards on that pick six.
Yeah, as disastrous as that last minute and a half of the half was, the Lakers answer quickly here to start out in that opening drive. That's what you needed to do. But now they have to follow that up with a good defensive stand here, or perhaps a turnover of their own.
I don't know if we can come up with any lift boat lift stat out of this, but it feels like the odd number quarters favor the Lakers. The even number quarters so far favor the Chiefs. So the Lakers need to score like 5 touchdowns here to make sure that's not a problem in the fourth quarter. Here's a handoff. Running off left guard, and Lipari doesn't have that much room to run this time. Nice job by the Lakers to close that hole down. We saw Poling over there once again. He's got a fumble recovery tonight. It brings up 2nd down and 7 here for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and Sam DeMott scrapes over from his linebacker position to make that tackle from the weak side.
Poling and Blecker there on that defensive line, along with Balderas. And here's a throw into the flat, and the Lakers, Mellencamp doing a good job to slow the receiver down initially. Then he gets bottled up by a group of Lakers at the 36-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Mellencamp rarely gets fooled. He didn't on that one. He's able to contain that and wait for the cavalry to come, and brings up a big 3rd down here for the Laker defense.
Call that an Oak Star Bank play. A bank on there by Spence and company. 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 36-yard line, operating from the left hash. And he's got Lipari behind him. Lakers trail 28-21. 8:20 to go in the third. Your New Spring Wellness Center time check. Crowd making some noise for that Purple Haze defense to come through again. They forced 3 turnovers tonight. Looking left hammy, feeling some pressure, feeling more pressure from DeMott as he scampers out of bounds, short of the line to gain. Nice effort by Sam DeMott, I think, to keep him shy of that line to gain. Well shy, actually. They mark him out at the 35.
Yeah, going to force Nate Thomas to make a decision here on 4th and 4. Looks like he's gathering the special teams unit, and they're going to send him out there. Laker defense does what they need to do to get this momentum back here in the third quarter.
So far, guys, let's call the spade a spade. We were pretty floored by how that second quarter ended, but pretty impressed with how this Laker team and their coaching staff responded coming out of the halftime locker room, our Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime, and responded in a big way. A touchdown and now a defensive stand. And here's a high end-over-end punt. Hits at the 28-yard line. Going to mark them out.
Got to say the Kickapoo Chiefs have been winning the special teams battle tonight, especially in the punt game. Punt game, kickoff game as well.
Let me see where they're going to mark. I'm going to mark them at the 25. So a punt of 40 yards. And it's 1st and 10 Lakers. 7:57 to go here in quarter number 3. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll excavating broadcast booth. More of the same what we saw in the last series. And I will say, more of the same. We didn't talk about it too much. The Lakers converted a 4th down and long on that last series to extend that drive and eventually score on that 19-yard pass. I'd prefer them not to face another 4th down and long here.
Yeah, absolutely not. But they've proven they can do it, and the coaching staff proven that they believe in these guys.
1st and 10 from the 25. Motioning into the backfield was Ford. Gets the ball. He's bottled up, and the ball might have came out. All the Chiefs say it's Kickapoo football, and it is.
White hat, yep. Man, absolutely. Tough break there for the Lakers. Just when you start to get the momentum back, Ford, who's usually so sure-handed with the football, fighting for extra yardage and gets it ripped out. And all of a sudden, Kickapoo here has a chance to extend this back to a 2-possession ball game. Pressure on this Laker Purple Haze defense.
Watching the replay, it looked like it was Trenton Garton that came away with the football on 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Rolling out to his left, throwing on the run, connecting with Lipari, but he is popped. And I think for the first time tonight, we're calling Caden Bowen's name, although he's had some opportunities there at linebacker tonight, along with Willard DeMont. It's a short gain for the Chiefs, but they do pick up positive yards. More than the short gain, they get about 7 out of that. 2nd and 3, 28-21. Kickapoo leads it. They've got the football coming out of that turnover. Lakers have committed the last 3 turnovers in this ballgame. Here's a handoff by Lipari. Up the middle, clears one hurdle as he brings it inside the Pacific Pools red zone and sets up 1st down and 10 for the Chiefs.
Chiefs right back up on the football, trying to put the pressure on the Laker Purple Haze defense.
Lipari flanked to the left of Hammy on 1st and 10. He gets it again, running right, cut it back left, but there's Sam DeMont to wrestle him down after a short gain. Nice play by the 1-5.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. Kickapoo trying to use the tempo here.
Getting a 4, maybe 5 yards on that run, though, still for the Chiefs. Getting a surge there up front. Again, Lipari flanked to the left of the quarterback, Hammy. 3 receivers to the left. On 2nd down. Takes the snap, looks right. Now wants to tuck it and run inside the 10. Spun down around the 6-yard line and right at the line to gain. I think they're going to give it to him. Forward progress gave him the 5, and it's going to be goal to go for the Chiefs, leading the Lakers 28-21. 6:29 to go here in the 3rd.
Gonna have 4 chances here inside the 5-yard line. Lakers sending a little bit more beef in there on the defensive line.
Lipari flanked to the right of the quarterback, Hammy, on 1st and 10. 1st and goal, I should say. He gets the ball left, cut it back right, breaking tackles, gets to the goal line. Touchdown, Kickapoo. 6:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Chiefs back up by 2 possessions here and have squashed the momentum that the Lakers were starting to capitalize on here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Kickapoo did what they needed to do after that turnover and capitalize on it. Extend their lead. 2 touchdowns now. The extra point will make it a full complement of 14. The Lakers find themselves back in a 2-possession hole.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is away, and the kick is good. Your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. Kickapoo 35, Camdenton 21. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
When you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start. You'll be amazed at the size and quality of selections we have to start your project. And with decades of design and plumbing expertise, no job is too big or too small for DKB. Call and schedule your appointment today. At DKB Showroom, we do kitchens and baths better. See our beautiful showroom in Osage Beach or visit dkbshowroom.com.
93.5 Rocks.
KRMS, Osage Beach, that's powered by the Motor Hut. Putt on over to the Motor Hut. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Jace Nicholas down on the sidelines. Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach. Sammy Stava inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. Well, Lakers need to just get right back to it here, Luke. They've certainly shown in their last scoring drive that they're capable of moving the ball, matriculating it down the field, length of the field. They scored a couple of touchdowns on short fields tonight off of turnovers. But yeah, the turnover battle has now swung back even, which is pretty wild considering how this thing started.
Yeah, and Kickapoo's winning the turnover battle. Kickapoo's winning the special teams battle. Pretty even offensive, defensive. Otherwise, I feel like both sides, getting some strikes. Both sides making some defensive plays.
Another First State Bank Mortgage team last in kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. And all of that, early on, the Lakers were winning the field position battle. They were winning the turnover battle. And you think back to our Mid-City Lumber game plan at the start of the game. Do you take care of what you can take care of? Penalties, turnovers, And that's all sort of unraveled here, and it's a big reason why the Lakers look up and find themselves trailing by 14 points. But it's not over, and a chance,
plenty of football.
A chance for them to show their ability to come from behind.
And here's where you wonder, does Coach Parpich and offensive coordinator Andrew Nolte, how deep in the playbook do they go here? Do they continue with what has been working tonight to some extent? Or do they start going a little bit deeper in the playbook and pulling out some things we maybe haven't seen so far this year? Some things maybe they hadn't been really prepared to showcase this early in the season. But an important conference game tonight, you might need to do that. Might need to go a little bit deeper in that playbook.
And those High brothers, Hoggies, they need to come up and give some protection. Cade Durnan here as he swings it out, rushing three to Mitchell Seeks, and couldn't bring in the football, incomplete.
Had some space there, but the throw forces him to turn around a little bit. And
another fastball there by Cade too, I think.
Yeah.
Got to be able to put a little touch on those throws.
I understand you want to get it there in a hurry, give your receiver a chance to make a play. You don't want to hang it up in the air, but yeah, you're right.
2nd and 10 from the 20, low snap. Cade looks downfield, rushing three, and they're getting to the quarterback. He eludes one tackler, rolling to his right, throwing down the right boundary, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down. And this feels like a pretty critical 3rd down in this ball game, guys.
Yeah, again, it's 3rd quarter. There is time left, but you need to get something positive. You got to get out of the shadow of your own end zone because, as we've noticed, the punting game hasn't been
right. At this point, you're probably giving Kickapoo a short field if you don't convert. You're going to probably be on the plus side of the field, and you're not in position to go for it, or then it's going to really be a short field if you don't convert. But it's 3rd and 10 from their own 20. Lakers down 14 here midway through the 3rd quarter. Cade rolling left, again rushing three, now bringing a 4th defender, and he throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking that time for Blake Ford, and it's 4th down. 5:49 left on the 3rd quarter clock. New Spring Wellness Center time check.
It's a gut check time.
Gut check, yeah, I was just going to say.
Gut check time for the Lakers here.
You talk about trying to dig deep into the playbook. I'm not sure there's anything to dig deep here. You got to punt the football away, and your defense has got to be able to make some plays. And Edson, this is a good boot. Hits at the 42 and takes a great Camdenton roll down to the 33-yard line. That's a 47-yard punt after the roll. There you go. There's an Oak Star Bank play to bank on that you're looking for. You're looking for something positive. You don't quite flip the field, but you also didn't put Kickapoo in a short field, which really could have been devastating.
Yeah, and now it's incumbent on this Purple A's defense to make an explosive play here. You need a sack, you need a turnover, or a quick 3 and out to really kind of start to claw your way back in this thing. Plenty of football left here. Plenty of football left. This isn't the end-all, be-all drive, but man, if you can really shut Kickapoo down on this drive, it goes a long way to making your comeback.
Yeah, 1st and 10, Kickapoo at their own 32. Sapari flanked to the left, throwing down out in the flat. His hammy incomplete. Kind of a dangerous throw as he was looking for Trey Christian again.
Yeah, because you had Spencer Mellencamp coming down, Kyle Edson there to make the stop.
So I like it. So it's 2nd and 10. They're off schedule.
Didn't take a lot of time off the clock.
Right, exactly right. Clock stops at 5:32. On 2nd and 10. And he hands it off to Lipari, breaks the tackle in the backfield, and then is going to get tripped up and dropped. I saw DeMott get in there. Also saw Sterling Cedarwall, and Sterling had such a great first half. He made some plays. And I think instrumental in 2 of those 3 Laker turnovers sparked by the defense. And as great as the defense was in the first half, man, you look up, they've given up 28 points. Pick 6. Those points aren't on the defense. But it's 35-21 to Kickapoo. They're facing 3rd down and 10. Letting that clock run down. Lakers rush 3, getting into the backfield, but there's the screen, and the Lakers blow it up. Sam DeMott once again making plays.
He read that like a picture book, was right on top of it, making the tackle. Tackle for loss, 4th down.
Third time they've tried that play. First 2 times went really well. DeMott stayed home, read it, made a perfect play, perfect tackle. He's the leader of this defense. He did exactly what his team needed him to do.
Oakstar bank play to bank on, and after that really quality punt by Edson a few minutes ago, and now we've got some cramps. And Lakers didn't cramp up at all last week in the ridiculously hot weather, and Spencer's feeling it right now, and he's also dealing with an ankle injury. I wonder if it's one or the other. He's going to come off under his own power here, so you're thinking maybe just a quick little cramp there, Luke?
Yeah, and so the Lakers, that first was going to happen. They didn't have anybody back to receive that punt, but now it looks like they are going to send, is that Shepard going back?
It is.
Shepard's an explosive runner when he gets his hands on the ball.
Hasn't touched it that many times tonight, but when he did, made a monster play.
But had not seen him field a punt yet this year, so...
Low snap. Lakers almost got in the kitchen there, the punter. I think they did, because that was off the mark. It's a short kick, hits at the 45, then takes a Laker bounce back across the 50. That's going to only be a punt of about 17 or 18 yards. 1st and 10 for the Lakers on the plus side of the field, and suddenly starting to win that battle of the field position here. 3:56 to go in the 3rd quarter.
So now the Hayes did what they needed to do. Get the ball back to your offense here. Start chipping into this lead. Chipping away.
I wouldn't mind going for the downs here on 1st and 10. And at the very least, just to keep Kickapoo honest here for a while. Into the backfield, Blake Ford, he's going to get it instead and gets popped after a gain of maybe 1 right at the line of scrimmage. Got hit hard.
Like I said, keeping him honest in a different way there, but...
2nd down and 9, ball at the 48 of the Chiefs. Purple Tide 5 wide. Cade, the snap. Quickly fires it underneath. Reception made by Edson. Turns it upfield, powers through tacklers, and is going to pick up a butcher shop 1st down.
And Edson sometimes likes to dance around and look for a hole, but he's such an athletic kid. Sometimes it's best to just take it right at the defender and get what they can give you.
And how about the second effort? That's our Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Smarter Move of the game. Call Anna Marie at 573-544-3587 on 1st and 10. Durnan has time. Now steps up and runs and slides and got popped there. Where did he start his slide? They're going to mark him down just inside the 36. He got 3. Again, this more decisive there. Decided he wanted to run the football. Positive gain at 2nd and 7. See if the Chiefs aren't quite as active, dropping everybody back. They rush 3 here as Cade throws. Underneath again for his brother Carson. That's a positive gain. It's going to set up 3rd down and 2. And if they're giving you that cushion, Luke, I talk about, trying to keep them honest, throwing deep. Well, if they're dropping everybody back, just keep firing underneath. Pick up the 5, 6, 7 yards. You've got to be able to complete a high percentage. This is 3rd and 2. We get some movement here on the line. Top deck penalty, and looks like it might be against the Lakers. It is procedure, and back Camdenton up 5, so this is going to suddenly turn into a 3rd down and about 8.
Cade's going to come to the sideline and get a play call from Nolting here, it looks like. Talk things over a little bit.
Tell you what, we got some bugs here to the left of our booth, too. Here's some biggins.
All right, you got 3 receivers to the short side of the field here.
On 3rd down and 8. Cade with time. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Blake couldn't bring it in, but again, that was kind of a fastball, and he had defenders draped all over him.
I don't think he was quite ready for it. He kind of the ball got on him in a hurry. Keeping the offense out there right now.
They converted a 4th and 7 earlier.
Bring Kyle over to punt it away.
it's in that zone of maybe a fake. Let's see. Or do you continue to try win this field position battle? That's exactly what they'll try to do. Little pooch punt from Kyle. Angles it here to the near boundary. But, man, I think it went out of bounds way too soon, and I don't think they got too much out of that.
Maybe the 20?
Yeah, I think they're marking it at the 25. It's going to result in about at a punt of about 11 or 12 yards. That's where the Chiefs will take over. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, tough in the punting game tonight for the Lakers.
And the last one was high quality. It helped to flip the field, and you're still winning that field position battle now, but golly, you don't feel great about an 11 or 12-yard punt when the other option was maybe trying to force it, and you only lose a couple extra yards from it. 1st and 10, Kickapoo at their own 25. 141 inside the Serdike Yamaha. 2-minute warning of this third quarter. Handoff Lipari, popped by Sam DeMott, drags him down after a gain of about 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kickapoo stays with the run game here to kind of shorten this half.
They're starting to, at least on the surface, look a little more conservative, which this is a two touchdown lead. If I'm Kickapoo, man, I'm still trying to attack and make this thing. 3 touchdowns, you start to feel pretty good heading into the fourth quarter. 2 touchdowns, this thing is very, very much up for grabs in my estimation.
Yeah, especially the way this ball game's been going.
No doubt. Crazy plays resulted in 2 touchdowns in under a minute for Kickapoo in the second quarter. Back-to-back interceptions, 1 a pick 6. Motion the H-back. Hammy's going to throw across the field, connecting to his receiver. He makes a nice cutback, but then is stacked up by Cedarwall, short of the line to gain. That was Brandon Davis. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2, maybe 3.
Clock keeps ticking away here. About a 3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Now they got an official's timeout.
Don't feel like we had a hydration break in this second half.
This one's a equipment. Got a little shoe for Camden lineman here.
Brennan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Chase Nicholas down to the sidelines. His updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. Sammy Stavas in our BG Tree Service Score Center. Sammy will be checking in with us here shortly after the end of the third quarter. It's 3rd down and 3 for the Chiefs. Clock winding, 30 seconds out of the pistol. Wing back to each side here for the quarterback, Hammy.
Yeah, formation we haven't seen tonight.
No, we have not. Lakers stacking the box.
Eat up as much of this clock as they can.
They are.
I guess.
Trying to drain it all the way down. Finally snap the ball. Handoff and getting stacked up and dropped. Sam DeMott again. I tell you what, this kid does not want to lose tonight. He's going to help force a 4th down, and Oak Star Bank play to bank on, and we'll have a punt when we come back. We think. 4th quarter on the way. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Katie with Royal Heating and Air. Missouri weather can be unforgiving on your heating and cooling system. That's why Royal Heating and Air offers a variety of Rheem heating and cooling systems and free estimates. We service all makes and models, offer indoor air quality solutions, and are proud supporters of our community and of the Camdenton Lakers. When your furnace is on the fritz, don't be left in the cold. Call us at 573-480-4313 or find us online at royalheatandair.com. Rheem Heating and Cooling Systems, the new degree of comfort.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
To the BG Tree Service Score Center we go. Sammy Stavas standing by as games get late tonight. Sammy.
Yes, Brendan, we're going down to the wire here in week 2, and Helias is all over Hickman, 42-6 in the 4th. Meanwhile, weird score here. West Plains leads Glendale 21-5. And Waynesville leads Parkview by the score of 21-6 from the BG Service Score Center. I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you for the 4th.
Yeah, thank you, Sammy. It is a weird score. You don't see too many teams with 5 points. I imagine a safety was involved somewhere in there, Luke. And we'll keep an eye on those scores coming up at the end of the ball game inside our Ellerman Roofing postgame show.
Yeah, even new faces back there receiving the ball for the Lakers.
And another punt, kind of that rugby style. This is a good one. One of the best in a while. They've had some good ones by Price Brown, and this is going to roll all the way down to the 19-yard line of the Lakers. Flipping the field are the Chiefs, and Camdenton's got to go the length of the field as we are now into the fourth quarter here, Luke. Still a two-possession game. Going inside that football lab, you talk about explosion. The Lakers need a couple of explosions here. I'm not just talking about the fireworks, although the fireworks, it all ties in. Fireworks mean touchdowns, but we need some explosive plays about now.
We talked about how they can be patient and take what the defense gives you by those short passes. But if you do that, you have to stack several of them on top of each other. They're going to need to get a couple chunk plays here, I think, in this drive or the next to really kind of get some confidence back in it.
I feel a shot coming on right here. I think they're going to try to take a shot and try to get a couple of those chunk plays you're talking about.
That was Luke inside his football lab, by the way, powered by Lake Ozark Water and Sewer. Cade, a little pump fake. Jace alluded to it. As you're looking down the field, he's going to lob one down the left boundary, and he's going to lob it out of bounds.
Man, he's thrown so many away, and it's smart football to avoid the sack.
I think it does show some awareness. I still think, this is a guy who's making his second career start tonight, guys. It's still kind of coming together, but, man, there's a lot of potential. Cade, who might be playing professional baseball in the not-too-distant future. He's playing football right now. Quick throw down the left boundary again and connects. Shepard makes the grab. Ball spotted a yard or two shy of the line to gain. They're going to mark it at the 28.
Gives you some options here on third down.
First 30 seconds of this fourth quarter, Lakers trail by 2 touchdowns. Caleb pump fake wants to draw, has the first down as I don't know if he slipped or if he had intended to dive, but he's got it. It's a butcher shop first down. Move those chains.
Yeah, he knew how much yardage he needed to keep this drive alive. He got what he needed, went to the ground, lives to fight another day.
That he does. First and 10 Lakers at their own 32 from the left hash. 3 receivers right. Cade looks right. Wants to throw deep. Down the numbers for Edson. We're going to get a flag and pass interference. One of the best top deck penalty flags we've seen tonight.
Yeah, and really the defender didn't have much other choice because he was beat. We know that Edson can make a play on a ball like that downfield. And really, it's going to work out better for Kickapoo than letting Edson make that catch because instead of...
Why aren't the Lakers moving yet? Okay. For a second there, are they going to call this on the offense? No way. It's a defensive PI against the Chiefs, and it's going to move the chains. The top deck penalty flag. Butcher shop first down. Lakers on the move here, trailing by 14. 11-11 to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, so with the 15-yard penalty as opposed to where he would have caught that ball, it's about a 10-yard difference.
First and 10 Camdenton at their own 47, operating from the left hash, moving left to right. Cade with time. Throws underneath. Braden Shepard with the catch. I think his knee was down when he made the catch, so below it dead there, but he still gets 6, maybe 7 yards.
Clock's going to roll under 11 minutes in this ball game. Lakers need 2 scores to tie it up.
And you got to have some urgency, but you don't have to purposely move too fast and get sloppy. There's plenty of time left. Operating from the left hash on 2nd and 4. Cade feels some pressure. He gets away from it, and he leans forward, and he might have the line to gain, or at least he's very close to it. Avoided the sack and got positive yardage. Big play by Cade.
Yeah, it took a disaster and made it into something positive.
They might measure this thing.
And maybe have a Kickapoo Chief slow to get up. Let's stop the clock here, give the Lakers a chance to come to the sidelines, kind of talk things over, see how they want to handle this final 10 minutes, 33 seconds of the ball game, trailing the Kickapoo Chiefs 35-21.
Anthony Etherly has made some plays tonight as they check. It looked like he was holding his left ankle, or again, maybe a hamstring or a calf. Where you start to think about cramping. 10:33 to go in this fourth quarter. Let's take a break here. We'll come back. Player injury on the field. Lakers have the ball, though, on a big third down and very short on the way next. Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
The law office of Mark A. Webb was founded out of necessity. It was clear when he started that the old ways weren't cutting it, and there was a need for modern solutions to modern problems. Simply put, established methods of law office management were wasting time and money. So he set out to bring his approach to the 21st century. Every effort's been made to incorporate technology into practice, helping make your experience modern and comfortable. That's the office of Mark A. Webb.
Would love to help you with all your vision needs.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
They continue to check on Anthony Etherly down on the field there for the Chiefs. Just getting ready to ask Luke here, what got into your Royals tonight, beating the Red Sox 13-zip? Wow. Gotta tell you, Bobby Witt hits his 28th home run of the year in that one. Bobby Witt Jr., I should say. That kid is...
gives him a record.
He's
most home runs and stolen bases.
Stolen bases, two straight years.
Yeah.
First 2 years in the big leagues. That kid is something special. Well, got some work to do to build around him, but they've got a legit, bona fide superstar in Bobby Witt Jr. Third and short for the Lakers. Kate Durnan keeps it himself. First down and more on the QB run by QB1. First and 10, Butcher Shop first down for the Lakers.
And that wasn't one that, like the draw or the hesitation that they oftentimes use there. That was just immediately he got the snap and he went forward, got in behind his Hoggies, picked up the first down. Clock stopped, should have stopped, but it keeps on ticking away there.
Sammy may remember the college quarterback named the Belldozer. Where did he play? I want to say he was in the SEC somewhere. They brought him in. He looked like a bulldozer, as did Kay Durnan right there. Sammy says Kentucky maybe. Play action on first and 10 as Cade rolls to his right. Wants to throw for the end zone. He's got Edson open. He goes up, incomplete, but he got popped down there. Where's the flag? He threw the ball maybe just a hair or two short. My goodness.
I think the defender just timed that one perfectly. Just as Edson touched it, he popped him in the face. It's tough to grab that one. Typically, that's a battle Edson wins. He's got great ball skills with the ball in the air there, but
I think the ball just needed to get there again, just a little quicker. Maybe Cade just throws it a split second sooner.
Lakers huddling up here, a look we haven't seen too much of.
No, you're right about that.
But with the clock stop on that incomplete pass, you're not worried about tempo necessarily. But
play clock down to 3 though, yeah. On second and 10. Give it to Blake Ford. He's got some room up the middle, moving the pile inside the 35-yard line. We'll make this third down a little easier. I think it's going to be a third down and 5 or 6. New Spring Wellness Center time check. 9:40 to go in this fourth quarter. And it's been this has been a good half for the Lakers. But they've given up another score. They've gotten a score themselves. But they still trail by 2 scores. Kay Durnan on 3rd and 6. Pump fakes again. Throws deep middle. Borbay, and the ball is tipped up and incomplete. That's what a play by the other 14 on the Kickapoo side, Shane Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell with that second. He was the one who defended this play against Edson. He does that one downfield. 2 great defensive plays by number 14, John Campbell of the Kickapoo Chiefs.
But I like it, and Jace alluded to that right when this drive started, that the Lakers could test it downfield. Let's see here on 4th and 6 from the Kickapoo 32-yard line, and we're going to get a timeout. We'll take one as well. Big 4th down on the way for the Lakers, trailing by 2 touchdowns. It's Laker football powered by Poly-Live Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Drift away with the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. Start with some basic facial skin treatments to a variety of body massage treatments, or choose from 8 different spa packages to discover the perfect combination of services to relax, rejuvenate, and refresh your mind, body, and spirit. Call for an appointment, 573-348-3535.
Hi, this is Shelley from the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. We are located in the Driftwood building next to the indoor pool, and our new salon is directly across the street. Come drift away with us.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
9:16 to go here. Big fourth down for the Camdenton Lakers. Down by 2 touchdowns. It's 35-21. And they're facing a fourth and call it a long 5, maybe 6 here, Luke. Ball at the Kickapoo 32-yard line. Carson Durden motions into the backfield. He gets it, and he's going to throw. He's going to throw deep, and Edson lost it, incomplete. He had him, but he got turned around. Couldn't find the ball in time, and it falls incomplete. I love the idea. I love the play design, but it falls flat for the Lakers, and it's a turnover on downs back to the Chiefs with 9:10 to go. And that the game's not over, but, man, that feels like a critical blow in this game.
Got to put a lot of pressure on this defense to come up with something big here. Going to need a hot apple. You know what I'm talking about there? Turnover. Hot apple turnover here for the Lakers. Shout out Jeff Weaver for texting me that one. Reminded me of the olden days with Brian Peterson.
1st and 10 Chiefs at their own 32-yard line. Handed off running right, and he's got a head of steam. Does Lapari, spun down across the 42, right at the line to gain. It's going to be a Kickapoo first down.
Kickapoo can just take their time.
They can milk the clock, and another score, basically, we turn off the lights here, and this thing's over. They're going to operate out of a pistol here on 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Clock winding down, under 9 to go. New Spring Wellness Center time check. 35-21 Chiefs. Lakers led this thing 14-0.
Yeah, Coach Thomas telling him to slow it down here. They're not going to snap this ball until 5 seconds left. That'll bring it down to about 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game.
They'll take the snap on 1st and 10. Lapari running right. And close to a horse collar. They're going to flag him for it. And I think that was Blecker that got him there and tore him down. It might have been by the jersey though. It's tough to tell, but they're going to get him for that horse collar penalty. It's a top deck penalty, and it's going to move the chains again for Kickapoo.
Well, we studied that call before the game, right? That was one we went over, and that was pretty textbook. He did grab up around that shoulder. There we go, blanking now.
But
horse collar area, right, and yanked him backwards, and you saw him get yanked actually backwards into his side by that head and neck area. So. And
Jason, it is tough to tell sometimes if it's the horse collar, if it's just the jersey. But yeah, that when you see the neck jerk like we saw there, it's.
Even if it is that jersey and it's still up there in that area, that's still considered a horse collar.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it's. It puts the Chiefs now inside the Laker 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Lapari, but he is stopped by Cedarwall, but stayed up. Balderas finishes him off, and it's a huge TFL of about 9 yards, and the Lakers needed that in the worst way.
Yeah, they're going to need to start stacking up positive plays. Laker defense here. And again, a turnover would go a long way for the Lakers.
Oak Star Bank played a bank on 5 locations serving the Lake region, locations throughout Southwest Missouri and the Kansas City area. Visit oakstarbank.com. Second down and 19 from the Laker 48-yard line. Lapari motions. Looking for that wheel route, instead connecting to Trey Christian. Pick up some of that lost yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, but didn't get it all back. It's going to be about 3rd down and 12 here.
And he goes out of bounds, stops the clock.
Yeah, not exactly. Strange play, got to be honest. And stops the clock at 7:10. New Spring Wellness Center time check. Ball at the Laker 41. They need some breaks to go their way, but they're not done here yet. Down by 14. 3rd and 12 for the Chiefs. H-back right.
Counter.
Flank right is Lapari, and he's going to get wrestled down there. Poling got there first to help stop his forward momentum. He's going to end up losing a couple yards out of it. I think the Lakers are going to take a timeout there.
Yeah, because they knew they were just going to milk the clock there, so Parpitz takes a timeout, stops the clock with 7 minutes left in this ball game, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Let's take one as well. 7 minutes to play. Lakers down 35-21. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
When searching for a home loan, it's important to find a partner you can rely upon. Top producing mortgage team Mortgage Headquarters is here to help you find the perfect loan program that fits your needs. Whether it's your first home or your dream home, Mortgage Headquarters can help you own it. Their mortgage experts make it easy, helping you through every step of the process. Mortgage Headquarters is locally owned and operated with over 24 years of serving the Lake area. Visit lakeloan.com. Call 573-302-9990. NMLS 1229111.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
All right, so big fourth down here. Kickapoo with the ball. It's fourth and call it 14. They're still on the plus side of the field. Looking at maybe a little pooch punt here, Luke, and Bryce Brown's been really good tonight.
Yeah, Lakers
when pressed into duty.
Lakers not going to put anybody back to receive. They're just going to defend against any possible. Oh, no, they're sending somebody back. Maybe. Nope. Mostly defending against the fake here.
Low snap. We get a whistle.
Yeah, because it was a procedure, I think, by the Chiefs on that one. They had some movement. They never fully got set there.
I don't know if you're going to agree with the procedure. Top deck penalty. Kickapoo's got 35 points tonight, Luke, but I don't think we've seen their best game tonight. Would you agree? It's really weird, and I'd say that's kind of scary.
Yeah,
if you're the rest of the Ozark Conference.
But I think the same goes for the Lakers here. I don't think you've seen the best game out of the Lakers. I don't think you've seen the best game out of Cade Durnin. That we've seen the potential for him.
But this point being, and you're right about that. But Kickapoo's got 35 points, and they've got the lead. Yeah. And I don't think it's probably their best showing, but their athletes have shown up tonight, and especially kind of going sideline to sideline, showing speed and athleticism. Brown's going to try the punt again. This is a good one, but this might find its way in the end zone. No, he had a little pitching wedge, and the thing dies at the 5 and then rolls back to about the 7 or 8 yard line. What a kick by Brown.
So the penalty winds up helping the Chiefs.
It does indeed.
Because it would have been a touchback, and the Lakers have the ball on the 20-yard line. Instead, Lakers are going to be inside their own 10.
And if everything that Kickapoo has done tonight right, that might be their play of the night.
Yeah,
because they're going to force the Lakers to have to go the length of the field, essentially. They got to go 91 yards. They've got 6:46 to go 91 score, and then at some point get the ball back via onside or another defensive stand, and you get the ball back. That was massive. But this thing isn't over yet. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll excavating broadcast booth on what has just been, and Luke, he knows a little thing about Chamber of Commerce, a Chamber of Commerce day at the Lake of the Ozarks, Luke, for Labor Day weekend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Lots of visitors in town. As we saw as we were driving here, we saw
we did
firsthand the evidence.
First and 10, Camdenton at their own 9-yard line. Down by 14. With the football, 3 receivers to the right for Cade Durnin. Looking right, little pump fake. Wants to step up, eludes a tackler. Eyes down the field, is going to throw down the boundary out of bounds. Again, gets rid of the ball, stops the clock, doesn't get sacked. I still think that is a part of his game that is mature, and certainly for a guy only making a second start, it does show you a lot.
But man, yeah, you just don't often see so many balls hit the track for the Lakers.
That's true as well. On 2nd and 10 from the 9. Durnin fires underneath for Edson, who makes the catch at the 11, but then gets stacked up and thrown backwards. And again, maybe got a couple of yards, but unfortunately stays in bounds, and the clock will continue to wind under 6:20 and counting. New Spring Wellness Center time check, and the Lakers trail by 14.
He made the catch, he just didn't make it cleanly, so it didn't gave the Chiefs an opportunity to converge on him in a hurry.
On 3rd down and 9, Cade steps up in the pocket and then runs into a pair of Kickapoo defensive linemen. They drop him. after he got back to the line of scrimmage. Jacob Lamosi, it's 4th down with 5:42 to go in the ball game. There's just not a lot of plays to draw up here that can lead you to success. The Lakers have to kick it away, and you can feel their chances really starting to go up in smoke here. Good kick by Edson. Hits at the 46. Going to be a punt of about 36 yards. It's going to keep Kickapoo on the plus side of the field. And again, this feels like two games. The Lakers were winning the turnover battle 3-0. Early in the first half, they were up 14-0. And leads like that, when you see the other team give you the ball back 3 times, Luke, Lakers don't give up leads like that. It almost felt like in a blink it was gone. And then the decisive final minute of the second quarter, where you give up the pick 6, where you could have sat on the ball and basically ended the half. They put 7 on the board. They're up by 7. And then somehow you throw a pick the very next series to give Kickapoo the ball back. They throw a 30-yard Hail Mary pass to score again in 30 seconds. They score twice. And that right now looks kind of like the ball game. And Kickapoo's going to call a timeout here with 5:19 to go. We'll take one. They look at 1st and 10 when we come back. Lakers trail by 35-21 margin. It's Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
First down, Kickapoo, 5:19 to go in the ball game. Lakers trail by 14. Ball at the 46-yard line of the Lakers, and they're trying to stack the box here. They got to get the football. Find a way to get it. High snap. Lapari bounces it to the outside. He's got some room. Sheds one tackler as he lowers his shoulder down to the 41-yard line. Balderas was there. But a gain of 5. And clock ticking away as we get it to under 5 here in the ballgame.
Yeah, Lakers are just going to have to get aggressive here, try to rip that ball away, try to do anything you can to just give yourself a chance here. But as you mentioned, that clock is going to tick away. 18 seconds left on the play clock, so they're going to milk that all the way down. And got to give it up to Kickapoo, to be down 14-0 after receiving the opening kickoff. And to fight back the way they did, to keep their confidence up.
Lapari, the ball carrier again, came out there briefly against Cedarwall, got there to help try to knock that ball out. Number 41, it continues to show his playmaking abilities. Still, at the end of the day here, impressed with the Laker linebackers tonight. Cedarwall, Sam DeMott, they've played hard. They've really played well, and they've made some big plays.
Cedarwall just being a junior, he's got lots of Laker games ahead of him.
Yeah, Sterling Cedarwall, certainly a candidate for our Butcher Shop Golden Pork Chop tonight.
Yeah. Maybe the candidate.
Yeah. Getting that Triple A's defense chant. 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 41-yard line of the Lakers, and we'll get another whistle and another timeout for the Chiefs as they let that play clock milk all the way down. We'll step aside as well. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Chiefs. Lakers need a stop. They need the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
From total joint replacement to the times that matter most, our commitment runs deep.
93.5 Rocks.
No matter how you're consuming this game tonight, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV 32.11, the LOZ app, our KRMS TV YouTube page. Glad you're with us, but the Lakers, they need some help here. Down by 2 touchdowns, some pressure on Hammy. He converts a 3rd down and 5, and streaking down the sideline, a flag flies in at the end. At the bare minimum, it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Kickapoo Chiefs. Pass and catch. Hammy to Paxton Wayner, who's had some big plays tonight himself. And that's just about going to be the ball game.
Yep.
And there's a penalty at the top deck penalty on the end of it.
Yeah, I think that's going to tack on the Lakers there. Face mask. So you got to be half the distance to the goal, and Kickapoo's setting themselves up to, not only Kickapoo's going to walk out of here with the win, unless a miracle happens. They're going to walk out with the full complement of points against the Lakers for district seedings. So it's kind of a double loss for the Lakers. Now you do get the bonus points for playing up a class with Kickapoo being 6A, but the loss plus the points differential is going to hurt.
Lapari gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Called his name a lot early. Colin Stamper with the tackle. Right at the point of attack will set up 2nd down and goal. 3:12 and counting in this football game. New Spring Wellness Center time check.
Lakers came in tonight receiving some votes in the state polls, and a win over a 6A team would have really gone a long way to extend that. But I think those votes will disappear after tonight. And the Lakers could just try to focus on what they can focus on, try to get the best district seeding they can pull.
2nd and goal. They lost yardage on that run. Back them up a yard or 2. Again, Hammy letting that play clock trickle all the way down. It's to 2 and 1. We'll toss it to Lapari, running left, sheds 1 tackler, but gets brought down by from behind by Balderas. Be 3rd down and goal. And this was, even with the Camdenton Laker team that had a lot of turnover from last year, and we knew I think this is going to be a process, but the setup's so nice with the 3 straight home games. I think it's going to turn out to be 4 straight home games out of your first 5. But they're going to walk out of here tonight with their first loss of the year, and as we hit the Surdike Yamaha 2-minute warning. Don't forget, Element Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp, Postgame Show coming up after the final whistle here tonight. High snap. Handoff up the middle. Tell you who got there first was Tyler Blecker to help bring the ball carrier down. Morgan Nichols, who's made some big plays on both offense and defense tonight. He's got a touchdown. It'll be 4th down and goal. 1:27 left. Lakers trail by 2 touchdowns. It would take the miracle of miracles, but if you somehow stack them up and keep them out of the end zone, it would just, the glimmer and the under 1%, it would be non-zero, but you're just about there in terms of your chances to win this ball game. We'll get a timeout by the Lakers actually here.
The other thing you can do, like I said, if you do stop them and at least put 1 touchdown on the board, like I said, it cuts into that point differential that helps you out in the district seeding. So
it's a really good point.
That's one thing you can salvage out at this point.
And it's not a throwaway. It's not going to make you feel any better tonight for the Lakers when they head back to that locker room. But you're 100% right. As you look at the big picture, it could be the difference. And I'm telling you, I think we agree. Your old friends up there at Helias might be the best team in this district. Their schedule is beyond brutal. They're going to play some of the toughest teams in the state along the way, and they're probably going to have 2 or 3 losses on their resume by the time it's all said and done. So point differential could 100% come into play by the end of this thing.
We've certainly seen it happen before with Helias. The last time Helias and Camdenton were fighting for that number 1 seed, it came down to the algorithm and all the points that went along with it, including a game that wound up being a no contest or they're going to kick.
You're going to kick it here. Make it a 3-possession ball game. Make some sense. Kick is away. It is good. Paxton Wayner puts it between the uprights, and it's a 17-point game, and that will do it with 1:07 to go. Lakers will get it back, though. When we come back, it's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
In Osage Beach, or find us online at newspringwellnesscenter.com.
We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
First State Bank Mortgage Team last in kickoff coming up here. Brennan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Chase Nicholas down on the sidelines. Sammy Stava inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach, and all of the great folks, LCTC, the young kids helping to put together the TV broadcast tonight. If you're watching over on KRMS TV 32.11 or any of our other platforms, the LOZ app, our KRMS TV YouTube channel has the game playing tonight. You're over the antenna over the air, 32.11. Kickoff into the end zone, out of bounds. I should say out of the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 Lakers at their own 20-yard line. Luke, you can still cut into that point differential here with the score. 10 is certainly better than, I think, the 14, which is the max.
Yeah, but and like I said, and just the vibes that you can get off if you can put some points on the board here and build some confidence, make a positive play of some sort. But Kickapoo, by the looks of it, are going to be tons of D-backs here, all backpedaling.
Yeah, and they rush 3 again. Cade throws deep middle, has Edson incomplete, but there's a flag. There was that play. Let's kind of flash back for a second. Edson's open, and I believe that makes it a 7-point game if you convert it. There wasn't a flag thrown, and you're right, it was bang-bang, and I think that was a clean play. But not a PI, not a touchdown, and the Lakers really don't threaten again, Luke.
Yeah, that was kind of their last shot at it. But like I said, see if you can salvage something here with a minute left.
Top deck penalty, still a minute left. From their own 35, moving left to right, operating from the right hash. Rushing 3, Cade pump fake. He's going to throw over the middle, has a man, reception made at the 46-yard line. That's Borbay, and he's going to move it inside the plus side of the field. 1st and 10 Lakers at the 46-yard line.
Stops the clock because it's a first down, but also stops the clock because Kickapoo has another defender on the turf, but he's going to get quickly to his feet. Lakers trying to come to the sidelines to talk things over in the meantime, but Kickapoo player going to hustle off to the sidelines, and they're ready to play here.
Don't forget, Element Roofing, a division of Comscore. Postgame show is coming up. We've got highlights, we've got stats, we've got Parr down on the field in his first adversity as Camdenton Laker head football coach.
Wonder how long that post-game meeting in the end zone is going to be with those guys. That's one of those that's either going to be really short or really long.
Nothing in between.
And, of course, now that I've said that, it'll be about an average. I think it's one probably will actually happen.
And I'll disagree with you a little bit here. I'm not sure how much better the vibes are if you score here, but again, you can draw a positive later. There is still reason to play and still a reason to try and punch this in. And it's a wide receiver pass again. It's Carson Durnan, and just didn't get enough behind the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, a little indecision there, much like we've seen from quarterback play all night. The decisiveness has been missing from for this Laker offense, who's seemingly has been so confident here in the past and even so far this season. But Kickapoo, with their athletes and their scheme tonight, has really kind of instilled that discomfort.
Second down, firing to the left boundary, reception made by Shepard, turns it upfield, tight ropes that sideline, and is enough for a butcher shop first down. 39 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. Lakers trail it by 17. It's
the wind is really
38-21.
Wind's really picked up here, and it's blowing directly in the face of the Lakers if you pay attention to the American flag down there.
You're absolutely right. First and 10 from the Kickapoo 32-yard line. Turning the snap, has time, now flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his left. Throw off balance, out of bounds, incomplete.
Another one to the fourth lane of the track. And
are they going to get him for, is that going to be grounding?
Yeah, we studied that one earlier today, too. It did not get to the line of scrimmage. He was outside of the tackle box, but he did not make it to the line of scrimmage with the throw.
So that start the clock run? Well, that'll start the clock running then, I would assume. So Lakers need to get up on the ball there.
Great analysis by Jace down there on the sidelines. His updates brought to you by LensMart Optical. His eyebrows are sponsored by HMI Fireplace Shop. And Jason, Jake Curley are doing a great job with a lot of their social media, and we'll be collaborating. They're collaborating with Sammy and a lot of great stuff, and we appreciate Lake West Excavating powering all of our social media. Check out their pictures and more on the Lake West Excavating Facebook page.
What is the discussion here?
And if you get the opportunity, anyone out there listening, go to TikTok and search krms.sports. We're putting together a really cool TikTok page. We're going to get the Instagram, Facebook Shorts, and a YouTube up shortly. Ideally, we're going to be hosting a podcast coming up and trying to put all kinds of cool Laker content out for you guys.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job, Jace. We appreciate having you and Jake and Sammy's putting on some great stuff as well. As we're trying to hit that. That's the final piece of the puzzle here. All of our Laker coverage getting a real good piece in social media. And there's a nice pass and catch as Cade had to thread the needle. And first catch of the night for Deontay Harris. Move the chains.
Clock's ticking down with 20 seconds left in this ball game.
Cade rushing three, wants to tuck it and run. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. Now he's beyond it and gets out of bounds with 10 seconds left on the clock. Still an opportunity to eat into that final margin. And I get it, for everybody listening, that's probably not a huge concern, but I will say again, it is something tangible to play for here. And with the win out the window, man, go for it here, folks.
If you don't even try for it and then later down the line you regret it,
Second down. Cade fires for the end zone, has his man. It's caught. Clock will stop to move the chains on first and goal.
Got to get up on it.
That was Ford.
Lakers do have a timeout here if they want to use it.
5 seconds to go.
Call that draw. Got to snap the ball.
2-1-0. Cade keeps the ball, looking for the goal line. He's stopped and the game is over. Lakers lose 38-21. They had a chance at a last-second score, again, to cut into that margin of victory for district standings down the line. But the Lakers lose here tonight, their first defeat on the season, 38-21 the final. The Kickapoo Chiefs are 2-0. The Lakers are 1-1. The Ellerman Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp Postgame Show is coming up next. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
At Jennings Insurance Group, we specialize in retirement solutions and employee benefits. We use insurance as a tool to positively impact the lives of those we serve. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible coverage and the knowledge to use it. Your team at Jennings provides a holistic approach to retirement solutions using tools to help with comprehensive will and trust documentation, assistance in funding trust, medical directives, and powers of attorney. We work with many companies, but we work for our clients. Health insurance strategies are a big part of financial planning. It is one of the 5 financial risks that we address. At Jennings, we'll address other financial risks, including inflation, taxes, market volatility, and longevity. Call or visit Jennings Insurance Group online today and learn more about how we can help you protect what matters most.
If you have a residential or commercial new construction project, remember Ireland Construction. They handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake. Russell, Ireland. Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786.
Degree of comfort.
Let's review tonight's action. The postgame is sponsored by Ellerman Roofing, a division of Concord. Now back to the field with Brendan, Luke, and Chase.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Lakers lose tonight 38-21. They fall to the Kickapoo Chiefs in what really amounts to be one of the stranger games we've seen here at Bob Shore Stadium. When you consider the Lakers led this game 14-0, they led the turnover battle 3-0, and yet come out on the other end 17 points. I don't want to say losers, but they lose the game to this very talented Kickapoo football team. And Kickapoo, they're still putting pieces together. They're going to be very dangerous. I'm glad we don't have to see them again this year, Luke. But tough one to take when you lead 14-0 at home. You generally think you're going to win.
Yeah, it was a rough one. Like I said, all good feelings in Lakerland early on, but then Kickapoo comes storming back. I do have some stats here if we want to knock those out.
Econo-Lift Boat Lift powering our statistics tonight.
Yeah, appreciate the Laker coaching staff getting those to me in a hurry here, but Camdenton ran the ball 24 times for 51 yards. They passed the ball. They had 50 pass attempts for 26 receptions, 2 interceptions, 209 yards through the air. Total yardage of 260 yards. Kickapoo ran the ball 36 times for 68 yards. They passed 23 times, 17 receptions for 193 yards. But really, the difference was in the turnover margin, with the Lakers losing a fumble, and those interceptions really kind of came back to bite the Lakers, and not getting it done. Like I said, having trouble in all 3 phases tonight. Giving up 38 points on defense, having the turnovers on offense, and really struggling in so many different ways on special teams. And against an opponent like Kickapoo, the biggest school in Springfield, biggest school in the conference, almost have to play mistake-free, and the Lakers certainly didn't do that tonight.
Econo-Lift Boat Lift bringing you those stats, building quality boat lifts right here in the USA. Find them online at econolift.com. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Jace will visit with Par Pitts. We'll bring you some highlights as well, powered by Stover Carpet and Drapery, the Golden Pork Shop, powered by the Butcher Shop. It's Camdenton Laker football. This is the Ellerman Roofing, a division of Kimesport Postgame Show, 935 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Out here, things become clear. We learn a bit more about ourselves and discover that the deepest bonds start at the surface. We might not know where the day will take us, but we can always trust Yamaha to put us in the center of everything we love about the water.
Visit Surdyke Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks. 50 years strong.
Shh, I'm hiding. Where? At Dave's hideaway. Why? Well, there's no smoking, no pets. They have Wi-Fi, great barbecue pits, microwaves, refrigerators, best shower pressure at the lake, and the cleanest rooms. Coffee anytime, too. And they have great weekly rates.
Bob, where are you?
Don't tell anyone, but I'm hiding at Dave's Hideaway, just west of the Camdenton Square on 54. Come join me at Dave's Hideaway, 873-7111.
Being a successful Laker athlete takes hard work, discipline, and teamwork, much like our work here at Polylift Boat Lifts. If you envision your team being the best, you will be the best. The effort you put into building your team and working together as one unit always pays off. And remember, Lakers, who's got it better than us? Congratulations to all the Laker athletes from all of us at Polylift Boat Lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
$3-5-5-3 for more details today. Lakers are 38-21 losers tonight at the hands of the Kickapoo Chiefs, who are 2-0. Camdenton 1-1. Kickapoo, by the way, wins their first game here at the JOD in 8 years, 2015, the last time it happened. And we're not accustomed to games like this in this building, no matter the opponent, Luke.
Yeah, just a lack of poise in certain instances. Just a couple mental mistakes, a couple physical mistakes, and again, you gotta give it up to Kickapoo. Kickapoo stayed with it after getting down 14-0 after receiving the opening kickoff, knowing that the Lakers would have the ball to start the second half. For them to stay in this ball game, stick with it, was a testament to their coaching staff and their players and their ability to continue to fight and make something happen.
Yeah, it's very, very impressed by what Kickapoo was able to do here tonight. Again, Camdenton led 14-0. We'll hear the Stover Carpet and Drapery highlights in just a couple of minutes. The Lakers score. They don't score after their free. That's one. There's some plays you look back on and say, what if? The first turnover they got, where they've got the ball, I think at the 20-yard line, they don't score. The next two turnovers they force, they do punch it in. Short field, suddenly you're up 14-0. But Kickapoo, they start to mount an attack. They start to be able to run the ball and throw the ball. They've got a nice balanced attack, and they tie the game at 14. In the final minute, Camdenton throws a pick six, and then on their ensuing drive, throws another interception to set up Kickapoo and their eventual second touchdown in 30 seconds to go up 28-14 at the half. And it felt like a gut punch after the pick six, Luke. After then the other touchdown to go up by 14, we were all stunned, and they hit triple zeros. I mean, you were just getting done saying they're going to let this. They're content to let this run out. That was before the pick six.
Yeah. You like I said, you could have knelt out the half and gone in with a tie ball game and receiving the second half kickoff. Boy, had the tide turned.
Down to the field we go. Jace Nicholas standing by with the head coach of the Camdenton Lakers, Par Pitts. Jace, take it away.
Coach Pitts, you've coached a lot of football. Yeah. You've won a lot of games, but with coaching a lot of football comes losing some games too. What steps do you take in following a loss to make sure your team stays on track and they get the right message going forward?
Well, kind of like what we just did. We have to keep our connections where they need to be, because organizations that have strong connections and will stay together come when it's really tough, and it's tough right now. We lost the lead, and we battled. I made a couple bad calls and put us in bad spots, and so I feel like I'm responsible for much of that. So I got to get better, and our team has to get better, and we just have to stay together, because everything we want is still ahead of us.
Absolutely. So you're talking about learning lessons, using a loss to get better. What kind of motivation factor do you think this is going to give to the team going forward? Is this, obviously I listened, there's a lot of stinging, like you said, this hurts. Do you think this team's going to have the ability to turn that into motivation? And what are they going to do? How are those leaders going to lead this locker room?
Yeah, I think our guys will get reset for Monday. We'll look at what we didn't do well and improve on that. Celebrate what we did well. I think that's important because it's a long season. You got to know where you're standing in terms of your performance and your execution. I think our guys will be motivated. We've told our guys the whole time through, you got to be the same guy no matter what. Same guy when we come out on the short end, same guy when we win big. So we got to be the same approach every week so that we can get better every week.
Next week we play Waynesville. It should be a nice bounce-back game, not because they're an easy opponent, but because it's a rivalry. There's a lot of history there. It should be easy for the guys to get up and go. What are you looking forward to in those leaders within the locker room? Who are you looking to step up, or who are you looking that's going to step up and make that emotional triumph, I guess you could say?
Our seniors. I mean, it's high school football. Seniors have the most experience usually, and it's their last opportunity to have a season of football. Playing for the Lakers. So seniors are a big part of what we're doing, and they've done a great job leading us, and they'll continue to do that. And we'll just bounce back, and we'll have a tough physical game next Friday and a rivalry, but we get to play at home, and that's an advantage for us.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Pitts. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Jace. Jason, his updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical. His eyebrows are sponsored by HMI Fireplace Shop. This is the Ellerman Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp Postgame Show. When we come back, we will get you those Stover carpet and drapery highlights. Sammy inside the BG Tree Service Score Center, and Luke with our Golden Pork Shop, brought to you by the Butcher Shop. It's Liquor Football powered by Polly the Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business, supporting our local communities and employing local people. For lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, floor covering, kitchen cabinets, Valspar paint, and an extensive selection of windows and doors, stop by and let High Brothers help you. Meet the professional team at High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, South Highway 5, Camdenton. They have all the bases covered. High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to support high school baseball teams and broadcasts.
Hi, this is Katie with Royal Heating and Air. Missouri weather can be unforgiving on your heating and cooling system. That's why Royal Heating and Air offers a variety of Rheem heating and cooling systems and free estimates. We service all makes and models, offer indoor air quality solutions, and are proud supporters of our community and of the Camdenton Lakers. When your furnace is on the fritz, don't be left in the cold. Call us at 573-480-4313 or find us online at royalheatandair.com. Rheem Heating and Cooling Systems, the new degree of comfort.
The law office of Mark A. Webb was founded out of necessity. It was clear when he started that the old ways weren't cutting it, and there was a need for modern solutions to modern problems. Simply put, established methods of law office management were wasting time and money. So he set out to bring his approach to the 21st century. Every effort's been made to incorporate technology into practice, helping make your experience modern and comfortable. That's the office of Mark A. Webb.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
We're talking about commercial. Yeah, well, this is your referee segment coming up next. And the best part, you want me to introduce that? No, you're snag the best deals at the Motor Hut's Outdoor Equipment Paradise. Camdenton High School Laker football and the Motor Hut, your ultimate champions this season. Get ready to cheer on.
Decided to bring this segment to you every week where we get to ask Todd some questions about the rules and what it's like being a referee. This year there's a couple of rule changes. We wanted to go over one of them I kind of mentioned last week in the broadcast. It's new enforcement of any penalty behind the line. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Right. First of all, I'm not a referee. I am a football official.